I'm Rick, and welcome to Towers of Dreams, a D&D 5e Eberron campaign played using Fantasy Grounds. I'll just go down the list, introduce everybody. Mr. Bitters, who are you, and who do you play in this game?
I'm Mr. Bitters, and even over here, I hate everything. Maybe especially over here. I play Toussaint Valentin Duchamp, the swashbuckling rogue.
And what a swashbuckler is. Dimmy, who are you, and what do you do, and who do you play?
Hi, I'm Demi. I play Tranquility, the monk who is awesome, and I also do a crap ton of art for both this game and other games. Like, totally find me at Demara B on Twitter, yo. It's awesome. I'm bad at this, and I'm nervous.
That's fine. You can link it in the chat if you want. Matthew, who are you? Who do you play in this game? Who do you play?
Same to me. I play. My name is Matthew. I don't feel strongly about anything, and I play Aldrin, who occasionally LARPs as a Jedi. And he likes baking.
Ryan, who are you, and who do you play?
My name is Orion. I'm one of the many annoying Americans. I play Ebenezer Rostin, a former librarian turned wild magic sorcerer who has a temper and absolutely no control of his magic.
Trister, why don't you round out the party here?
I do nothing but round out. I'm Tristan. I play Annika. What?
You play Annika.
We're gonna have words. Yeah, Annika, Goblin Artificer, pretty awesome. If you like her, if not, she's one of those Marmite kind of deals where you either really like her or really dislike her. Unless you're Ebony, in which case you flip flop. Therefore, we're gonna have a good time.
We usually have another player named Jolts who plays Creep, the Warforged Necromancer. He's not here today. He's dealing with some family stuff. We'll be sure to berate him constantly until the next game that he shows up in. And I'm Rick. I stream here at twitch.tv/thekittenhugs. You can find me on YouTube and Twitter at the same usernames. If you want to support the stream, down below the stream there are donation perks. $3 gives someone inspiration. $5 you can interact with our Action Points homebrew here. $10 lets you interact and change up an encounter, and $25 gives you a plot point where you can have a much more significant impact on the plot of the story going forward. So let's just get it right in there. You can also check out patreon.com/thekittenhugs, where you can get some homebrew that I make for the games if you want to support us on a more long-term basis. Orion, just subscribe for $5 dues. Thank you, Orion. I hope you enjoy 3 months in a row.
Yeah.
All right, let's get in here. Is that good? The levels?
A bit higher.
Wait.
Yeah,
Yeah, one sec. How's that?
That's good.
Okay. So last session, the party headed out from the Eye of the Beholder for perhaps the last time. They took a sky coach to Tavek's Landing where Dala, but not Lady Dolorith, was waiting. Lady Dolorith is a busy woman after all. I've actually got to turn this down. That is too loud for me.
Yeah, that's a bit loud.
The party headed through House Orion's busy enclave to a teleportation room where a scarred member of the house used his powerful dragon mark to use a teleportation circle and whisk the party away to Zendrick. The party arrived in Stormreach, which was having a storm. Just downpouring everywhere. Dalaran led them to a massive tavern called the Black Rack, where the party saw just how diverse the people of Zendrick were. Drow, Thri-Kreen, orcs, and half-giants made merry next to humans, dwarves, and warforged. A stark contrast to the terribly depressing rain outside. Ultimately, the party discussed their way forward, 3 paths, each taking upwards of 6 months. They chose the least expensive, a route over land, heading down through Zendrick's jungle, skirting the coast, and eventually crossing mountain passes into the desert itself, where the Scepter of Fel Kadash is believed to be in the hands of a Thri-Kreen who has declared himself a king. Afterward, the party headed out to shop and get rooms at a local inn. With business done, we now continue as they leave the marketplace to do something. There was something about some flaming swords they wanted to meet a person in Daniel's Pride for. So yeah, you guys are in the marketplace finishing up your shopping. It's probably about mid-afternoon. What do you guys want to do?
So, Diaphragm saying he doesn't know how to pronounce his name anymore.
It's okay. I don't know how to pronounce it properly either. Now we're
Dude,
I'm sorry, probably not Diaphragm.
yeah, mispronunciation buddies.
Yeah. So,
When we like split up, or we just like met back now? Is this the like end of the allocated hour?
Yeah,
Is it-
you met back up after doing all your shopping and are deciding what to do. Sort of standing in a quiet place at the marketplace. The huge red tent that's over the bazaar, shading the entire area with red light.
shall we go meet this person and decide if it's really realistic that this person somehow has 10,000 Galifar to give us for some mysterious flaming swords?
I
It
mean,
couldn't hurt.
exactly. It couldn't hurt. Oh, by the way, you not have to try this.
What? No, I'm not hungry. I've just had some food. Please, stop putting things in my mouth.
Once you see it, your mouth will water. Trust me. Look, Annika, eat this and you will not think of Sean again. And he takes out some street food he got, while going around the marketplace. And like, eat up. It's delicious.
No, I don't think so.
You might as well just eat it. He'll never stop pushing it to you. And
I'm not
Ebony
even that
takes a
worst
bite.
bin.
Please, it's been the best of places. Trust me, believe me. This is delicious, and he'll give some to Tranquility and Creep, even though they don't eat anything.
Well,
And of
I
course,
will accept, but
I think Warforged have a sense of taste. Well, they have a sense of taste. They definitely don't have a sense of smell.
Oh,
They got no nose.
nice.
Well, how does it taste?
Oh, how does it taste?
It tastes delicious. It tastes like. Do you know those kebabs you get in like if you go to like Morocco or like Istanbul
Yes,
or whatever?
I'm sure we all know how to go. What the kebabs of Morocco and Istanbul taste like.
I mean, you can imagine
Kebabs
it,
that
right?
you get at like 3 a.m. when you're like
no, not
your
kebabs
first
that you
yeah.
Yeah, like it's like some it's like roti. It's like very very tender meat, like mince, and it's very seasoned and it has a very kind of dark and delicious flavor to it.
Dark
Yes.
flavor.
Yes,
My parents don't understand me, and now this food does.
Tastes like child murder.
Yeah.
Wow.
How do I
Okay,
know what that
guys.
tastes like?
I think you guys will find Dark Flavor is my Megadeth cover band.
Oh, he got it early.
So early, too early.
It's never too early.
All right, with kebabs in hand,
Yes, can we head towards Daniel's Pride and find this address for this person?
indeed. I've actually got to open up my copy of Storm Reach. I'm totally prepared today. I've only had 2 weeks to do with stuff, so I mean, what could go wrong?
A bit of stuff prepped.
I actually do.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Good.
Just have to open up the. Oh, it's cross. There we go. Daniel's Pride. So, you head down from the marketplace and into Daniel's Pride, or into Cross, rather. Cross is this big sort of crossroads that leads to many other areas of the city. Daniel's Pride is streaked with, it's bursting with people who those of the more traveling sort would recognize as Sirens. They've got the Sirens they've got the flags of their homeland out. They're dressed in the colors of Sire. They wear fairly old but maintained clothes in the flamboyant style of Sire, sort of like I don't really have a frame of reference for what to describe it as, but it looks like a slightly less nudity and alcohol-fueled Mardi Gras.
That's wonderful.
Just
Well,
beads,
without all the
beads
fun,
everywhere.
basically.
Yeah, there's some beads. There's some beads. But you enter Daniel's Pride. People are going back and forth. There's people pushing carts going up to Marketplace. And you do have directions to this Alexander Irkarin, as he called himself.
Oh, well, me.
Someone is like, apples, get your fresh apples, grown local. I don't know what voice that was, but yeah.
That was a wonderful voice.
Yeah.
Did you say
Please,
you had
I'm very
directions?
sick. You'll need to help me.
Are Syrians like basically mixed race of people like all the other nations?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Where are we going again? Who's got the address? Aldrin, what's the address of this place?
Did it say the address on the notice?
Yes, it was like 22 Whitehearth Way.
I'm trying to remember now. I think it was like 22 White Road. No.
Do you not just have the notice on you?
Why would you take a notice? What if somebody else wanted the job? Oh, Whitehearth! That was it. It's Whitehearth. Okay.
Are there street signs here?
You look up to the nearest street sign and you're on Whitehearth.
Well, okay. Let's go find this place. Where is it?
You head down this sort of residential street. People are outside. Many of the homes are very ramshackle, as much of Stormreach is. You've got, like, old overturned boats that have been turned into houses. You've got doors that were clearly the bottoms of, like, rafts before. You've got scaffolding going up above. There, near the center of it is, like, this floating, like, earth moat with a bunch, with, like, wooden and rope scaffolding going up to it. You can see people are hanging out their clothes to dry up there. Hard to make out who they are, but heading down this area, you pass the children playing who are splashing around in some of this gigantic puddle left by the earlier deluge. And just another road down, you come to a pretty nice looking place that's dug into the side of what was probably the base of a giant statue. You've kind of got rows of ships connected to it, but this one is dug right in there and partially built onto it using wood. Oh, please don't tell me Twitch died. Okay, no, it's just stone. It's just stone.
Oh, wait, yeah, that was a while ago.
Yeah.
No, I mean he can't connect to Twitch.
We'll give it.
Said-
We'll,
said
So-
we'll
that
give
so-
them playback.
So Portland entirely, or not Portland, Portugal is having problems connecting to Twitch.
Yeah,
Also,
maybe
Holland,
their
we don't
local
know.
servers.
It's some proxy problem with them, but luckily it works here, so that's fine. Let's continue. So this place sort of dug in, has steps going up to the base of the statue, and then is built into it, and it has like iron lettering 22 next to it. The door itself is like a pretty thick slab of wood. Yeah.
Well, I mean, this house does look better than the other houses. Are you sure about this, Aldrin? I mean, do you really think someone with 10,000 Galifar would live in this place?
The door flies open as a man is thrown down the steps into the mud.
Are you okay, sir?
Did you-
Allow me to pick you up.
A man. well, man, an orc comes out after him, probably 7 feet tall, almost so wide that he actually has to twist his shoulders to get through the door.
Oh
Uh,
God.
He's got
Oh.
like a club in his hand, and there's another behind him.
Um,
Oh
Excuse
God,
me,
help me!
gentlemen.
All right, I'm gonna get between the orcs and this man. Just hands up at the orc and hand down at the guy. Like, you might want to back
What,
up.
you gonna protect this man who can't even defend himself? Ah! Don't make me laugh, middleman.
I mean, what's going on? What's the issue at hand here?
He owes Sarian Rak some money, and Sarian Rak will have it. Well,
How much
not
money?
exactly. Well, Gulag, it's not exactly owed. He just advertised. Shut up. He walks up to Tranquility and stares down at him.
I look at him dead in the eyes with not a single care. I will fuck him up.
Holy shit.
Excuse me. He owes you money. What? This isn't about the
About-
swords, is it?
About 10,000 Galifar, I'd say.
And he doesn't have 10,000 Galifar.
Oh,
And
he has
I
it
say this,
somewhere.
Giving like a sideways glance at Aldrin.
He has it somewhere, I tell you. Wouldn't
I'll give a
advertise.
sideways glance.
You don't put a notice up in the black rack without having it.
So then, how does he owe you? Did you collect those flaming swords then?
Doesn't own me. He owns Zarian Rak. And Zarian Rak will get what he wants and what he needs.
So you mean to tell me that your provider wants his money because he simply posted the board?
Looking into this orc, like he's like breathing down at you. His tusk and all of his teeth are yellow and got bits in it. You're very glad that you don't have a sense of smell.
I'm so glad I don't got a nose.
But I do. Ebonier like pinches his nose. So, what exactly does he? Who is Zarian Rak, and what does this man owe Zarian Rak, and who is he?
Wouldn't you like to know? The owner is Zarian Rak. You're obviously not good enough to know. Don't you? Shouldn't he be more well known? No. Oh, shut up!
Who's this second?
The other orc behind him, who seems kind of on the dull side.
So you seem the smart outset too. What did Zarian Rak collect the 2 fire swords that was advertised on the notice?
Well, I mean, not technically. Shut up! It don't matter. You move aside, Forged. We've got business with this man. You no right to interfere with it. You want to go get the constables? Be my guest. No one wants to protect these people with no homeland. Spits on the ground. As he goes to raise up his club, and you go to defend yourself, the club is suddenly snatched out of his hand by a much bigger hand. And you're all kind of surprised you didn't notice it, but looming in the shadow of the statue is, well, a fairly large creature. Must be about let's say 15 feet high. Let me actually. Do I have a description written down of this? Because that would be best. Oh yeah, there they are. No, I didn't. You look up and see clad in this hide armor is some sort of giant, but as you look up past its beard, you notice that upon its shoulder is not one, but 2 heads.
Oh.
The one.
Can I do a check to see what this is?
Roll a history check. Roll a history check. Let's see. So, I thought I had a description written down, because that would have been so convenient. On his left head is a long face wearing a skull. Looks draconic, but obviously not a dragon skull. You don't just go around wearing a dragon skull. He's got like a short goatee that looks pretty well cut. And the other one has this has no head on, but has it's like balding with the shock of red hair and this big kind of gross, mangy, like ginger beard that goes down like it's halfway down its chest. Ebonier, this is unmistakably an Etten. Giants with two heads. Like there's two choices, but this is definitely an Etten. The one with the red hair looks down, pulling the club out of his head, and the orcs like immediately back up and then straighten up in respect. The gingerhead says, "What do you think you're doing? We ain't here to cause trouble, not for Zarian Rock. Get going, Gulig, and you too, Bog. Before I crush the both of you." Well, I don't know. I think you don't have to yell at them like, "Oh, shut it." The heads bicker at each other. The Etten crouches down until almost eye height with Tranquility. The boys don't mean bad. The boys don't mean bad. I swear, they're just a bunch of idiots. You gotta understand.
I nod and say, at least the crisis was averted.
I'm
I'm
sure.
still a little lost here. Sir, who is this person that you guys work for? Zarian? What is it? Zarian? Zar? What?
Zarian the Rock, warlord of Droam. You'll be sure if you should be lucky that you don't know and haven't met of him. Well, I think he's pretty nice. I mean, he would tear you limb from limb, but oh yeah, he would.
Oh, sounds like a pleasant fellow.
And this man here, I'm sorry, I don't even know this man's name. He owes that Zarian money.
Oh, don't mind their story. They see the mention of gold in that amount and they get wealth hungry. It is a lot of money after all. Wouldn't mind getting my hands on it. The Eden's right hand like flexes and you hear the popping of its big knuckles. It's no matter to you lot. We're not going to cause trouble here. And if we had, Gulag would have his head popped off his shoulders. Get back to the boat. And he looks down at the man in the mud who is brushing his fine clothes off. We'll come back for your money with those swords, I guarantee you. You just keep it at the ready.
Right.
But then we are rivals, I think. Is that it?
A rivalry gives the hint that there's any amount of competition.
I mean, looking at you, I don't think there will be any competition. You're right. No, I'll give it. As smart.
You trying to insult me, boy? And the ginger head gets close to you, and you can smell something in his beard. You don't want to know what.
It's just playful rivalry, of course. Whoever gets the sword first.
Let the guy go. We've got stuff to do. Zarian will get mad at us. Oh, I know it. Just seeing if he'll flinch. He stands back up and backs up. Well, hope that we don't meet again, especially not outside of Stormreach. I'll probably tear you limb from limb, staring down at Aldrin.
Of course,
your arms will tear off like. God damn it! What the hell does something rip off really easy? Well, I don't know, something like a taffy. Taffy. Ugh. He's the left hand smacks up at the right side head, and they turn around, and walk off. You hear the crunch of the cobblestones beneath. beneath their feet.
Alden will let out a big breath and a sigh. Whew, that was close.
The man is up to his feet and trying very terribly to get the mud off his clothes. He's wearing like a velvet doublet, like a blue velvet doublet, which is now obviously completely ruined.
Sir, you look a bit wet, sir. And then Alden will take out one of his quote unquote, good cloaks and give it to the man.
He uses it as a towel to wipe off more of the mud. Oh, thank you. I must. Oh, these foul creatures came to my door, said they wanted to work for me, and then, well, they clearly had no intention of working for me. Well, thank you all for your assistance. Standing up to them probably stopped me from getting pretty injured.
You're very welcome.
Can I do an insight check right now?
Yeah, sure. Roll an insight check. Reminder that you guys have buttloads of inspiration right now.
So many. All in a
All
row.
right,
So
I'm gonna use an inspiration.
Okay, I'll let it. Just because I want you to use it.
Yeah.
Yeah, looking at him, he seems pretty shaken by it, but not as much as you would think that he should be. He seems to carry himself pretty well. But maybe that's just because someone stepped in to help him.
Yeah.
When he talks about them, do I think he's telling the truth?
You see no reason for him to lie. He did get thrown out into the mud.
Okay.
Alright, so I kind of look at him and say, so do you actually have the money, and they were just hoping to rob you?
Oh, yeah, of course I have the money. No one puts a notice up in the black rack without having something to pay for it. Are you here about that? Are
Yes,
you,
we
I
are.
mean, oh, my accent changed. I can't believe it. I seem to have come out with some sort of terrible disease related to accents.
Can't stick with it. No.
Alright, well, I think... So I'll just look and say, well, we are here, in fact, looking for the swords. And the money.
Oh, well. Well, I'd rather not go inside right now, tracked in mud. He actually walks up to his steps and takes off his doublet. Seems, fairly fit. He probably has worked a few fair days in his life. He's got some scars, but not many. He's definitely not a man of combat. You get the feeling. Well, those swords. It's a funny story. It is a funny story about them.
Oh yes, please do. Do you mind if we come inside? Of course.
He just said no. No, he has to. He doesn't want to track in mud.
Oh yeah, but it's cold.
It's not that cold. It's tropical. It's a cool day for the tropics in summer, but it's still the tropics in summer.
Oh, it's one of those places.
Yeah, Zendrick is like on the equator.
That's great.
Or well, I mean Stormreach is like on the equator.
We're all gonna get malaria.
Yeah, probably. So he takes off and puts it on the metal railing of his stairs. Well, those swords, let's
A new follower.
let's see. So about 2 weeks ago, I was doing some work a few streets over, helping someone put together a new house. We Sirens tried to stick together here. Now that's all we got. But while he was working in the street, ground gave way. Stormreach's ground is unsteady at the best of times, and with the rain this summer, it's been crazy. There was a sinkhole. Fell into it, must have dropped 30 feet. I was cut off from the surface, along with a bunch of other people. So I had to find another way out. went through a series of tunnels. Long story short, I ran into this very ancient ruin. There was writing and a mural on the wall, and this big basin, and over it were two swords that were on fire, floating in the air, crossed. It must have been. He holds out his arms. Must have been about 5 or 6 feet long. These blades. But I saw them, and this voice spoke to me, and I couldn't understand it. But coming here, those swords might be worth a pretty penny. I see I'm the last of my line, and I need. I really could use with something as a bit more leverage than just some money. You see, that money is all I have left after selling a bunch of heirlooms.
Oh, that's awful, but I mean, we can help you get these swords, of course, but do you really think they would fetch more than 50,000 if you sell them?
Well, if they're brought back without being broken, I mean, the University of Morgrave up in Sharn, they'll pay hand over fist for them. Especially if you come back with some writing of that mural down there.
I look at Ebony like, is this true?
Can I do a history check to see if I know anything that might sound like vaguely familiar?
Yes, but you do know that the Morgrave University does pay, like, out of the ass for artifacts.
No, I figured that part, but I mean, like, about... Like, does that seem plausible given what I know about Zendrick? That's what I want to check.
Yeah, roll a history check. But to be clear, I mean, it does sound plausible. Like, murals, ancient... Like, Stormreach is a city built upon a city, built upon a city, going back, like, tens of thousands of years.
And what he says is plausible, certainly, but I'm a bit confused about the logic here. Aren't you afraid that whatever adventurers you send down there will simply bypass you and sell the items direct to Morgrave University? Rick? Are you
I
muted?
know, I'm thinking. Oh, I'd be more worried about people coming with, getting the payment and keeping the swords, honestly.
Ah,
But if they're coming...
okay.
But the difference is, I've got connections with Morgrave University, so I could be able to sell it much more easily than anyone here. I also have connections up in the auction house up in Sharn. Could probably get a ton of gold there.
Fair enough.
Don't poke holes
Well-
in my plot.
Okay, no, hey, I am a suspicious motherfucker. I don't know what to tell you. Well, I mean, what he says is quite reasonable. It is true you would need connections in order to sell it. It's not like Morgrave is just going to accept any old artifact that comes in from anyone.
Yes, they
So,
would.
yes. I'm
Yeah,
more
they would.
impressed that you... Oh, well, okay. Well, maybe he'd have an easier time selling it. But, still, I'm impressed that you had 10,000 Galavar worth of heirlooms.
Most of it was well, I am Alexander Irkarin. I forgot to introduce myself, and he shakes Ebonir's hand, which is now free of mud. We were a noble family, but I was sent off to deal with some business transactions here, but got stranded because I'm the last of my line after the day of mourning.
Oh. I'm terribly sorry.
Mother, father, grandparents, uncles, cousins, all gone. So all of their last liquid assets that were that could be sold off were sold off, and I was left with a hefty House Kuntarak bank account. But I do not have the business acumen that my parents had, I'm afraid.
And you think that, I mean, don't think me rude or bold or anything, but do you think, us getting these swords and gambling it on, selling these swords to.
It's not just about selling them, it's about making a connection. About making more business connections, perhaps getting out of Stormreach here. I hear that there is a refugee town set up, Little Sire, in Breland. I'd love to go there and help rebuild with what money I have.
Oh, then that's completely different. I think if your parents were here, they'd be proud of you for making this business maneuver.
Well,
Alden gives a chuckle. Well, in any case, we are here to help. Just give us the location of where you fell, where the location of the swords are, and we will go retrieve them for you.
Yeah. He says for you to wait a moment and goes into his house. And after like a minute, he comes out with a piece of paper that's wrapped up, hands it over to Aldrin. This is a rough map of what I saw. He unfolds it. It's a very rough map of tunnels. Well, the sinkhole has not been filled up yet. It still just has some wooden guard railings around it. It's just 2 blocks over. It's very hard to miss. Once you get down there, there's a tunnel across a small stream. You head there. If you follow it straight as far as you can and then take the first left that goes upwards, it will take you to another cave system. Going from there, there's a cavern that is filled with all manner of... It's filled with water and a ship that must have been caved in there. I think it's much closer to the surface. Probably, he points over to the sea cliffs down yonder, the area of Silverwall and Coasthold. And it's probably somewhere under there, probably an old pirate's cove. Caved in, I didn't see anything in there, so I swam across. It wasn't long after passing that I came to another set of ruins much older and saw the swords. From there, it's a pretty straight shot up to the surface. You'll come out in the ravine near in Silverwall, which is this ravine, the one that you crossed over when it was still raining.
Did you see any creatures or monsters down there at all? Anything of the sort?
I heard a bunch of things, but outside of the swords, I didn't see much. I didn't have any light source, so I was kind of wandering blind.
One other question. Why didn't you just attempt to get the swords when you saw them in the first place?
Well, when I saw them and went to approach them, this ghostly voice called out, and I didn't understand what it was saying, but I wasn't going to mess with that.
Ah. Okay.
Well, it may be dangerous, but that's why the pay is so high. The pay isn't actually 10,000, it's 5,000 for each intact sword you bring back. So try not to destroy them.
Very well. Any other questions from the group?
I think that is it. I think we have what we need to do. We just go do it.
Yes, because things are always that simple.
Yeah, make it sound so simple.
I mean, those things are simple before you make them hard. That is how it works, of course. We have a job, we have a mission. We just go to the mission and we'll be fine.
I still think this is a bad idea, but oh well.
Yes, oh well, you're doing it.
I agree as well. What guarantee do we have that even should we survive, that we do not get screwed on this deal?
Well,
I'm a man of my word.
I have heard many men of their word say this.
I swear on the pride of my family. I give my word.
Listen, Toussaint, if he doesn't have the money, we can simply sell them to the Mulgrave University ourselves. Probably take a little bit longer, but we do have that ability.
Fair, I suppose, yes. You did not burn bridges.
No, I mean, not a lot of bridges. I mean, there are a couple of people who were not happy I left, but that being said, even Dala has connections as well. We can probably leverage hers to, sell the souls.
I'm sure
Fair.
there'll be no need for that.
I mean, we come for adventure. This sounds like what we come for.
Well, at this point, we come for money.
Ugh.
Listen, sir, we can negotiate how to return the swords at the correct time, but please be ready with the payment. I think you'll find we are quite apt adventurers.
Of course, of course. I have my funds I have them in a Eos Kundarak account. Once you return them, we can go down there and take out the rewards, and everyone will be witness to it.
Sounds pleasant. All right.
That sounds like a enough idea.
Yes.
I am Creep.
Oh, right. Jeez. Somebody put a bell on him.
No, it's pretty accurate. I'm just kind of sitting here creepily.
I'm sorry. I drank a little bit too much tea. Is it possible that I could use your restroom just for a moment?
Oh,
Please. And Ebenezer starts doing like a pee-pee dance.
are you? Roll deception check, I guess.
Yeah, this is deception.
Come on, you would have him go in the streets?
Yeah, he's old and frail. He can barely keep it in.
Oh, fine. Come on. He opens the door for you to get in, taking off his work boots. Ugh. Hate to go in barefoot.
Oh, yes. And I remove my shoes.
The inside is pretty nice, considering that it's kind of cobbled together from various ships, driftwood, old stone tiles. He's got a pretty nice, like, open living room with a fireplace at the far end. There's like a loft there's a loft on one end. You can see a bed in it. He directs you, and you can see a kitchen through a door, but he leads you opposite the kitchen to a very small. It's literally just like it's a toilet in a closet.
Yeah, it's a half
Yeah.
bath.
I mean, better than a
it's-
hole in the ground.
Ebenezer pretends to use the toilet.
Okay. Hey, he has indoor plumbing. Surprisingly.
That's a marvel.
As I exit, I'm just gonna try and do like a perception to see, check to see if I think anything seems off, anything seems weird about this place.
Yeah, roll perception check, sure. The 16, you don't notice anything off. You've never been in a Stormreach like residence before, but it seems nice enough. He's got some books on the table, a desk with writing supplies on it, a picture above the hearth, which it's a painting of him and when he was younger and his parents. You do notice that there is a pretty nice looking bag and a nice but patched all to hell cloak near the door on a coat rack. Other than that, you don't really notice anything off about the insides. It seems like a very nice, though kind of like weirdly put together place.
Well, your home is lovely, sir. Thank you for allowing me to use the restroom. Bit of advice. That cloak, have you thought about spending a little cash to get patched up, whatnot?
It's a family heirloom.
Who is it? Does it do anything?
Belonged to my uncle who, well, he liked to explore Zendrick back in the day.
Oh.
Really, it was just an excuse not to be drafted. But, you know,
Right. Oh.
nobles, the rich do what the rich do.
Yes.
Yeah,
I know exactly
leads.
what you mean.
Yeah, he leads you outside. It's maybe like 3 in the afternoon. Well, I wish you luck on your little adventure and hope that you can bring those swords back to me intact. I'm sure your wallets would be happy with that as well.
Yes, thank you, sir. Good day.
He grabs his muddy, drying shirt and goes inside, closing the door behind him.
Well, nothing was obviously bad, but I still can't shake the feeling that this is a dangerous quest we're going on.
More troubles than it's worth.
We'll be fine. Don't not worry.
It is a lot of money.
Yeah.
It is a lot of money, and it might just be that it's too big of a reward that we can't take the risk. We do need quite a lot of cash to get where we're going.
This is fair. Does anyone else have any doubts that we are going to have to kill these other people?
I do not doubt for a second that we're going to have to.
Oh, that's rather practical of you, Tranquility. Didn't expect that kind of attitude from you, but sure.
Just eyebrow squeak.
Are we prepared? Should we just go straight in, or do we need more supplies?
I think we should bring torches, some climbing gear if we're going to caves, and some spare clothes if we're going to water. I think that is it.
That makes reasonable sense. I do have some rope, and apparently I do have torches. But I would like to get a couple vials of oil to the lamp.
Of course.
Okay. If you spend another half hour going back to the marketplace, you can find those really easy for the market price.
All right, I just gotta look up how much it is.
How much is spare? Actually, I'll get that in.
How much or what?
Spare clothes, like traveler's clothes.
Well, traveler's clothes are in there. Traveler's clothes are 2 gold apiece.
Oh, so
2 gold,
I'll
2
do
gold
get-
for a set. It's like
I'll
a
only get about 3 sets.
shirt, pants, and a cloak. They're pretty baggy on, well, all of you, but I mean they work.
I mean,
I wanna point out in this case that the highest strength in the party is 11.
yeah, it's gonna be awful.
Wait, really?
Yes,
Oh,
Yeah.
we're
You-
terrible.
you and Tranquility are tied for highest strength in the party.
Oh, that's rough.
Mhm.
Oh man.
Who needs strength, right? When you
I'm-
have God.
May I suggest that we buy some crowbars, some grappling hooks, and I'm going to get a couple of oil flasks.
I mean, I got most of that sorted.
You,
How many grappling hooks do you have?
I mean, 1, but
All right, I'm going to buy 5 oil flasks, 1
Okay.
grappling hook, and a crowbar. I need a
Uh,
10-foot
also
pole.
some oil. Ah,
So
I will
that's-
also buy 5 because I have 5.
Okay, so that's 4 gold and 5 silver.
Yeah. I assume that you guys can grab them from the items thing.
Yes.
Otherwise, I'll have to put them in the party inventory, and you'll have to take them
No,
out.
no, stop! I will
individually.
get it. I will get it. I will get it. Anything? Do we need a 10-foot pole? I've heard
A 10-foot
stories from my
pole?
grandfather that 10-foot poles are apparently useful. I don't know why, but he told me they were.
I don't know. It didn't save me from shit.
they help you discover 9-foot doors.
9-foot doors. Huh, alright.
9-foot doors is my 9-inch nails parody band.
Oh, way to jump on board, Rick. We knew you had it in you.
Already have
I've never not on board. I stowed away when that ship set sail.
Oh,
Can I get a net?
Yeah, they got
Just a
nets.
And
Good
is there
net.
anywhere where I can like really cheap pick up just like a bunch of crap, like junk store stuff?
Yeah,
like
just go to
bits-
the crap store and buy some crap.
Yeah, but I want like a significant quantity.
of crap.
Yeah.
I
of
would
Okay,
like,
what do you-
actually go-
what-
things?
What are you actually trying to buy?
Like anything metal, really. Doesn't matter what it is, so long as it is metal and relatively light. So
Are
like,
you
just-
talking about for crafting or?
No, this is for making a noise.
Oh, why don't you buy like a bell
Because I can't remotely
Or-
activate a bell.
or a pot?
Ooh, yeah, couple of pots.
Yeah, they
That's a
got
good
they got
idea.
mess kits. In fact, I'm sure that most of you have mess kits.
Yes. Yep. Definitely have a mess kit.
Let me have a look through, see if there's anything else that's fairly cheap.
We have. I think we have enough healing potions, right?
Never
Nice.
extravagant more.
If by enough you mean none, yes.
No, we have.
There
Oh,
are
no.
7 among you. Tranquility has 5 of them.
Look, I was tired of dropping, so yeah.
They're mine. You can't have them.
I will buy.
It's fine. I've bought some of those bandages from Stonewich Marketplace. We'll be fine when they come.
Oh, yes. You know, I meant to talk to you about that, Aldrin. I think it's important that you spread this magical bandage knowledge to the rest of the party. Maybe you could train, like me, train me how to use your magical bandages, just in case you fell.
Sure, I will do it. It takes quite a while though, so maybe I should do it after we set on the journey down to.
Obviously,
Stephen.
of course.
Of course.
I will remind you of that. What is a pitten used for?
It's
Pitten-
like climbing.
Yeah, it's
It's a metal spike that you drill into something, and it's like you can attach your climber's kit to it.
yeah, it's a small spike with a hook on the end, or a like eye thing. What's the word
Okay.
for that?
I'm gonna buy some
Eyelet?
pittens. And then
Yeah, an
we'll be-
eyelet, and then you can clip a some climbing stuff onto it.
Okay, I'm gonna get a bunch of pittons just for
Okay.
the heck of it.
They
I don't
cost
know what else
pittance.
to buy.
Climber's kit.
That was awful.
Yes.
What I didn't hear, I was speaking.
What?
But it's a shame. Too bad for you.
Yeah, you missed it. Yep.
Horrible.
So yeah, they got basically everything in the PHB for sale. Plus a few magical items, but like you don't need them right now, right?
We've already done that search. Yes, I think that's pretty much everything I can think of.
Can I buy like string of some sort, like?
Want to buy some
isn't it
string?
another- Yeah, I just don't know where it's under, because it's not under S's. No.
String?
Might be under a kit.
Yeah.
10 feet of string is a copper.
Oh, sweet.
Buy 100 feet of string for a silver.
As a
Sure.
string for gold.
Oh, a climber's kit. Climber's kit is only 25 gold.
I got
Only.
cheap one of those.
I've just got one of those, just so you know.
Oh, good. Alright, never mind then.
Alright, is everyone all geared up to spend their money?
I'm
Alright.
just gonna post it and then start.
Wait,
dragging
what,
stuff.
I
just
have
one
been
last question.
prepared.
Does anyone have a block and tackle?
No.
Alright, I'll spend the block. I'll buy a block and tackle, and that'll be my last thing.
What's a block and tackle used for?
It's a pulley. It's a set of pulleys.
Yeah,
And-
it's really good for moving heavy objects, essentially.
It's like you take like 10 minutes to hook it up to the stone ceiling, and allows you to hoist things up to 4 times your weight.
That's
4
pretty
times the
cheap.
weight. 4 times the weight you can normally lift.
So, not very much in our case.
Basically.
I don't know what you're talking about. My 8 strength disagrees.
All right, group effort, everybody. We might be able to lift this 50-pound cauldron.
Maybe.
Oh, pots are fucking heavy, man.
And yeah, the block and tackle itself is
5
should
pounds.
be pretty heavy, but it has no weight in Fantasy Grounds.
It's 5 pounds.
Okay. Don't know why it has no weight, but yeah.
No, it definitely it shows up as 5 pounds when I dragged it in.
Oh, okay. Why doesn't fucking okay? Fantasy Grounds has its problems, but I love it also. All right,
Yeah,
is
it does roll
everyone
fine.
all stocked up?
I'm just adding stuff in, so yes.
Yep.
Yeah, it is. It is
Yeah.
better than Roll20.
Yeah.
How about you, Creep?
I am creep.
They won't sell me any bodies, so I guess.
Oh,
I guess we'll just have to go make some. Yay!
All right.
But
our
I
rations
like
are
that
okay,
this
right?
this
Like,
already
rations
has
are for
net
food.
+1.
I think you're okay with the rations. You have 39 of them among you,
Yep.
and also Creep and Tranquility do not have to eat.
That's true.
So
Man, that kind of makes the timeless body aspect of my monk class seem kind of useless.
well, that's pretty high level, I think. It's fine.
I know I'm being a smartass.
Isn't that the
In this
capstone?
campaign that we're planning to go to really high.
No, that's like a level like 15 power or something.
Still pretty high. I don't think you'll have to be worrying about food at that level anyway.
we
I'm actually
sustain
going to
all
buy
the
another
blood
healing
violence.
potion as well.
All right, so you guys are heading for the sinkhole.
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
And for once, that's not the name of a brothel Toussaint is looking for.
Hey.
Well, okay. Aldrin says, Aldrin dooms you all, as he says that he hopes nothing bad happens.
It can't get worse than this.
So you guys
That's
walk to where you guys walk to where he directed you to. So there is a sinkhole about 15 feet across. There's some planks that have been nailed to the edges and like forming guardrails around them, with just sort of hastily painted on "Do not enter, danger, fall."
So I kind of go up and lean over the edge and just look down. It's like what, 30-foot drop?
It is a 30-foot drop. The light of the sun lights the bottom, but just barely because of the angle of the sun.
I look at them. Are we ready to go?
Yes, I know monks are good with heights. Are you able to carry one extra?
I think for a second. I look at Annika, and I think about it. Can I carry Annika?
I can't remember offhand how much she weighs, but it's not much.
Possibly.
So I look at her for a second and go, I don't think she would let me.
Oh,
And you didn't ask.
Regardless, the rest of us do need to make our way down there, which I think is going to necessitate a rope of some sort.
yes.
Well,
I see.
You could just climb down the edges, but it'd be a bit difficult.
Why don't you just tie a rope off to one of the guardrails and I'll find a spot to anchor it down below.
You don't need to anchor it at the bottom.
Well, keep it taut so it doesn't go swish-swashing everywhere.
Do that
You
anyway.
could just hold it.
Yeah.
Just a thought.
Let's do this. And Aldrin uses his Boy Scout knowledge of ropes that he learned
Or
in
you
the
could
army.
all get into the bag of holding. I'll hold the bag of holding and just jump over.
No.
No,
Yeah,
we
remember-
tried that one time.
Yeah, remember in Wildlands? It doesn't work very well.
I don't remember that. Was that before I started?
No, it was in the Temple of Coralon.
Oh, was that when I was away?
No, you were there. You discouraged this. And we
don't remember
somebody put their feet in the bag
Yeah,
of holding. and
somebody.
then jumped.
Somebody.
Oh no, and yeah, I remember now. God damn it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, regardless, I am going to do as they say, and I'm just going to kind of hop and just fucking fall down.
All right.
Who's got a rope handy?
Oh,
Well,
I
yeah,
have
you-
rope.
So you are about to hit the ground, and then suddenly a burst of key-fueled air decelerates you, and you land on your feet.
Man, I like the idea that literally just wherever this light doesn't touch, just kind of comes up, grabs me, and just lowers me down the rest of the way.
That's great.
That's pretty cool.
That's a cool image.
I have rope. It should not be too slippery.
All right.
Annika.
Uh,
I don't. I love you, Toussaint, but do you mind if I use my rope? It's clean, untainted, even.
Suit
Keep in
yourself.
mind, you're probably not going to get this rope back.
It's
Oh,
fine.
well, yes, no, I'm good with this. This is my lucky rope.
Let's
even
just use
more.
Aldrin's.
And so yeah, he uses his army knowledge of knots and ties the rope onto one of the railings, making sure the railing's secure, by the way, by pushing his weight against it.
Yeah, it's secure enough.
And then he holds it taut and then paraglides down. Paraglides? Yeah, paraglides.
Repels.
Repels.
Paraglide is something completely different.
Yeah, paraglide is the actual.
Let me pull out my giant man-sized kite and just go.
Um,
So-
Evanier grabs it. Oh, sorry, go
Yeah,
ahead.
with the rope, you're able to descend it without even a check. You descend it really easily. Tranquility looking around, the bottom of the sinkhole slopes downward, and you see a pretty fast-running underground stream coming out of one wall and then descending into a hole in the other. Beyond that, you see a tunnel of some sort, but it's been partially caved in.
All right, so I just want to double check to kind of see if there's been any tracks or anything moving through here.
All right, roll a perception check.
In the meantime, Ebonir will follow Aldrin down the rope.
Hey, you managed to get down there pretty easily enough.
Aldrin would be at the bottom to make sure Ebony doesn't, fall to his death. for some reason.
Tranquility looking around, you don't. There hasn't been any activity down here lately. No one dug. The collapse is only partial. There's about a foot gap. Not large enough for anyone, but maybe Annika to squeeze through. Actually, big enough that one of you could squeeze through, but you're not sure what's on the other side.
Ebonir, when he's going down the rope, is like slowly inching down. He's super nervous.
Look,
Eh.
you'll be fine. Just imagine you are gently gliding through the air.
What? Don't talk to me. I have to focus on climbing down.
Aldrin will kind of wiggle the rope a bit.
Ah! Stop it!
It's
It takes
fine.
a while, but you get to the bottom.
While that's happening, is there anyone sort of around us up top, like on this end?
No, not really. People are kind of avoiding it, although some have stopped to gawk at you as you're descending into the sinkhole. And you are kind of a weird group.
Yeah, kind of have a look around to see if those orky buggers are around.
None of them are orcs. None of the people gawking at you are orcs.
Okay, cool. I thought you meant the people, and I was like, I'm sure they were. I know I dropped from it, but I heard that. Cool.
Yeah, I think when Toussaint's turn comes around, he, true sailor fashion, does some acrobatic swinging down this rope, just to add a little showmanship.
You'd use the pole dancer moves that you've picked up and swing down the rope.
Yeah, it's the damnedest thing. But now this rope is kind of slippery.
Oh.
Ah!
All right. Creep slides down, just holding a hand, and swoop down he goes.
I'm gonna take one last look and then follow the rest.
All right. So, you climb down with relative ease, and now you are here in the place where you're at.
Do you have a map?
No, we do not have a map. Not for the whole thing. There's a lot of caves.
Oh,
There's a lot of tunnels.
So what's the exit? Is it just that narrow cave-in?
Sorry, what?
What's the entrances / exits? Is it just that narrow cave-in?
Yes, the only exit from this room outside of the sinkhole and I guess the river, the underground river flowing, is this caved-in area. The cave-in is about, slopes up about 15 feet, and then there's a foot gap at the top. You can see where all of the rock gave away at the ceiling, and are kind of grateful. Like, they really need to reinforce this and seal it in, otherwise this place will also collapse at some point.
Yeah. So it seems that's the only way out. Do you think we can fit to there?
Do we want to?
I
What the hell is
mean,
that?
ooh. I think, not being here would be best.
Um,
Maybe.
Question. Actually, out of character, has Creep showed his spider to any of us?
Yeah, he has.
Yeah, he showed you
Yes.
when you were still in Sharn, actually.
Ah, Creep, could you use your familiar to go through that hole?
Spiders. Sorry.
I suppose he'll reach under his cloak and pull out the Black Widow with no fangs, lovingly called Fang, and set it down on the ground. He then stands sort of rigid upright as he looks through its senses and sends it forward. Goes up through all of the rubble and looks to the other side. And Creep says that, let's see, you can squeeze through, but you're gonna, the rubble on the other side is a pretty steep drop off. You'll probably hurt yourself if you squeeze through it like this. The rubble doesn't seem too compact, though. We could probably clear it if we took some time. The tunnels within are carved out, no stonework, no inscriptions, and not much in the way of tile work either.
Is there anything over there?
I think we
Noth-
should
there-
start
there's nothing in there.
Sorry, I had to leave for a sec. Are we down the tunnels now?
No,
No.
you're dealing with the cave-in.
Okay, cool.
So we sent the spider ahead, and the spider says if we squeeze through the hole, we'll fall. So
You'll fall a bit.
yeah. So perhaps we should move these rocks. And Evernir tries to pick up one. And
It's really heavy.
Just rolls them. Just rolls them.
no, Evernir tries to roll it.
It rolls out of the way. You estimate if you try to clear it, it'll take you about probably about a full hour of work.
Let's ignore this for now.
So that's
But
the
no,
only way.
that's-
It's the only way forward.
Forward.
But I thought there was that other passageway with the huge hole in whatever over there.
The sinkhole, the one we
no,
came
no,
through.
no. I thought the one with the. Maybe I misinterpreted what you said with the.
There is an
all those-
underground
this-
river.
Yeah, maybe that's what I understood. What I thought you were.
Yeah,
saying,
there's
that
no
that
there's
was-
no path by it. There's like
okay.
a foot of clearance and then nothing.
Oh,
like-
okay. My bad.
The
I
river
misinterpreted.
is actually a stream. It's maybe like 2 feet deep, and about 3 feet wide. Going
my
pretty
bad.
quickly though.
Maybe I misunderstood that. I'm sorry.
Yes, you did, and yes you are.
Before,
I suggest we start clearing it.
Look,
I think that's more prudent. But while you're doing that, I'm just gonna quickly cut the rope. I don't want those orcs
Why
to
don't-
know that down here.
why don't I just untie it and I'll just drop it back down so that way we don't ruin the rope.
That's
That
actually
sounds
brilliant.
Yes, brilliant.
All right. I'll just go do that really quick while you guys start this.
You climb up the rope quickly, untie it, and then hop back down, taking 8 falling damage, which is then reduced to nothing.
Right. Oh no, I'm gonna fall.
Oh.
Evernir is
Pretty monkey.
rolling rocks.
Yeah, this actually reminds me of when we were on well duty.
Well,
What was that?
duty.
I don't.
Yes, well duty. You see, when you're in the army, it's not just all about fighting, it's about helping villages on the borders and securing water supplies and such things like that.
Well, that. God, these rocks are heavy.
They're so heavy,
Uh,
I say. Oh,
No, you guys are doing a good job.
hey,
Son, if you don't get over here and start helping, I'll make sure that every whorehouse in this bloody town knows every single disease that you have, and some that I'll make up.
I will tell them I got them from your sister.
Oh.
You can tell them whatever you want, but you won't be seeing a lick of female companionship unless you get over here and help.
Ugh.
He's got two
Mr.
bites of balls there.
It's easier than listening to him.
Mr. Creep, does it look like there might be an easier way to say undo it from the side, or from the
No.
other side? To undo this? No. Okay.
No. No.
Yeah. I was just thinking.
So you guys work at clearing a path, and after about an hour, you finally got about a 5-foot hole that you can all duck into and safely get into without, like falling
Dying.
forward and breaking your neck on the pavement.
Yay!
It's not a big fall, is it?
No, it would have been like a 10-foot drop.
All right. So yeah, that's nothing. We can all.
After you first, tranquility.
Of course. I'll just kind of slip right through there and go ahead to make sure that nothing's there. I finally have dark vision without the stupid goggles. This is great.
Yeah,
Hey, fuck you, man. Those goggles are great.
I got those now. Feels good.
All right, so let's see. The tunnel is rough worked stone. It's definitely worked stone. It's not natural. There's not much in the way of inscriptions there, but it does go forward, and you see some other branches that are on the map.
So,
Wait, there's a
following the-
map.
yeah, we have a rough sketch of that. This
Oh,
guy
right.
drew.
Yeah.
I thought there was a new map.
It should be kept in mind he did say that he had no light down here, so this map was done by like touch memory, so its accuracy might be a bit iffy.
So if we blind
Speaking
ourselves,
of, I'm actually gonna. Who doesn't have dark vision here?
I think
Tucson.
just open it and to solve.
No,
Yeah.
I have.
Ebener's a
Yeah.
health.
Oh, of course he is.
Half health.
Tucson.
Did you say
and
health?
Creep.
Yeah, health. A health.
Half health.
Who has
Oh,
the
yeah.
goggles?
I got the gold. Sorry.
Oh, is that why you have dark vision?
Yeah.
So Tucson and Creep are the two.
Yeah.
All right.
Do we
I
want
will.
to do a light?
Yeah. Does we have a light spell? Doesn't creep? Don't you have some sort of cantrip for this?
Oh, Demi, could you take control of Creep's character sheet, please?
Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah, he does have the light cantrip.
Yeah, he'll just kind of go stand still and just slap Tristan across the back of the head, making his hair glow.
I imagine it's like with one finger, like he just pushes the back of his head slightly.
What? Ta-da!
Tucson is now Super Saiyan. Obviously.
Annika's also going to pull a little sort of cylindrical object out of her bag and affix it to the front of her thunder cannon and light that up as a lantern.
What is that?
That's great.
It's a thing I made.
It's a tactical attachment.
Yeah.
Tactical attachment.
Wow. I've never seen anything quite like it.
I like this.
Oh, it's that. Okay. I
Yeah.
didn't have it. There we go. I didn't have it identified for you.
Well, that's not who I wanted. I wanted. Yeah, I fucked it up. Okay.
You know, you can see, like, you can preview if you just hold down the button.
Yeah,
Anyway,
Preview what? I'm confused.
No, then I went to type out something
Yeah, he
interesting.
was trying to do a thing.
he's trying to do an emote as opposed to a.
No.
No, I wanted to do it for fucking tranquility, not creep, but I'm an idiot and forgot.
That's all right.
Okay.
You are an idiot.
So should we?
Woof.
Aldrin, where are we going here?
What do I see in front of me, Rick?
You see tunnels going forward into darkness.
What does the map like say? Or
The
read
map
there?
says to go forward until you see the first tunnel on the left that goes upward.
I will go and follow the map to my heart. Just look for the first tunnel on the left. Apparently, it should be sloping upward.
Sloping upwards. All right.
All right.
You know, I did hear a story about
What is?
some-
Are we actually hearing these noises? Oh my god! It's so creepy.
Aldrin, as much as I enjoy your stories, perhaps we should be quiet while in the dark and potentially attacked by monsters.
Monsters? Why would there be monsters? If a man who's blinded gets Suze's place without being attacked, then we should be
My
fine.
friend, I think I definitely have a bridge I want to sell you when we get back to Sham.
Of course. Okay.
So
In
you follow,
silence, then.
you follow the tunnels and do hear all manner of weird noises off and on. The ground quakes a bit. Not really quakes, but like feel vibrations. It takes you about 20 minutes before you see an upward traveling tunnel to the left. It slopes gently upwards, going off into more darkness.
All right. I'll be like a solid 10 feet ahead of the others. Just by the way.
Okay.
Sure.
I'm just keeping a wary eye out with my, just looking for anything off.
How
Also
Sorry.
inscriptions, looking for inscriptions.
These tunnels do not have any inscriptions. They roll a history check, actually. Mr. History Man.
History man.
Mr. Professor.
Mr. Professor.
These were probably Thrycreen made, as Stormreach was controlled at some point by a pretty vast Thrycreen civilization. They're probably worker tunnels, used just for transportation in between different areas. Although they were probably used for different things over the years.
Ah, yes, these are Thrycreen tunnels. These were made by the genus Workaris branch of the Thrycreens, also known as the Workers. You can see these characteristic cuts here that's made by their mandibles.
And these are the same creatures. That... Aldrin has a face of like the most like intense student right now. So these striking, are they the same ones that are now living in the desert?
Well, yes, the same ancestors for sure, but not the exact same ones, obviously. But yes.
Of course. So these striking, any kind of patterns that they had when boring the tunnels? Like, did they have any, like this would be a corridor, or this would be leading to a certain place? Any rituals surrounding it?
Well, and then Evanir drains on for 5 minutes about Thrycreens.
None of the information of which actually answers his question in any useful fashion.
Of course.
I have
This
a
is the
question
way.
for Rick.
I have an
How
answer for you, maybe.
wide and tall is this tunnel?
It's about 12 feet tall and about 8 feet wide.
Cool. That works. And it's
Then-
sloping up, you said.
Yeah, it slopes up.
There's a your mum joke in there somewhere.
Same.
If we throw a sausage down it, it would be like Toussaint's first time.
Last time and the time before that.
Oh man, that's great. That's great.
Those pills
This game-
don't work.
Loose women isn't just a talk show. here.
Okay, we're just
So-
moving down the.
Yeah. A short
Yeah.
way forward. Oh, what? Oh, are you dying? Are you dead?
I forgot to mute.
Well.
We've run into the rare coughing ghost.
A short way forward, you come to a cavern filled with water. A sailing ship, possibly hundreds of years old. It's half broken, and well, you can't tell how deep it is, but it's probably like 10 feet deep. The water fills this cavern. There's an ancient cave-in, which you can't see right now. But here is the map. You guys are approaching from the north.
Just loading.
Yep. Don't worry about that.
We need to update tranquility. Shit. Oh god.
Question. Do I know anything about ships?
I don't know. Do you know anything about ships?
Let's find out.
Toussaint, what sort of ship is this?
A broken one.
Every time I am just astounded by your wisdom.
Oh, I am full of it.
You were a pirate, weren't you?
I do know something about ships, apparently.
Sailor, let's be careful with the words here.
I have a
You all
question.
hear sounds.
Like what sort of sound?
Not sounds.
Hear steps of creaking. You hear the sounds of creaking wood. You hear things yipping in the darkness.
Yipping. God damn it.
Question.
Answer.
That's incorrect. Assuming we're going to be followed, and assuming it's going to be by them less than dexterous type of people, do we think about here, top of a slope, end of a tunnel, is a fairly good place to set up a little alarm?
Possibly, but what about the yipping?
Good question. What about the yipping?
As the sounds echo through the tunnel or cave, sorry, Aldrin just kind of puts his head to the ground and like goes down to the ground basically, and kind of beckons for everyone to do the same, trying to become sneaky.
I thought you were gonna put your ear to the ground and
Yeah.
like I can.
That's where I thought he was going
I
to.
can sense them.
They're about
Obviously
3
here.
months off.
It's an ancient Ondarian military technique.
I didn't
Brelish.
find
Brelish.
Upper
Sorry,
Brelish.
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 A Brelish military tracking technique.
Yeah.
The dirt was right.
All right, so what are you lot doing? You hear sounds in the darkness ahead of you. It's completely pitch black.
Aldrin tries to sneak.
All right, does everyone want to roll stealth
Yeah.
checks?
Yeah. Can you
Very
roll
much.
stealth checks for us, or
Yes, I will.
Good, because that was pathetically average.
I need to find a
Final
thing.
name.
See, where is...
Dang.
Need to fill out an encounter here. What is... Oh no, I messed up Vanish Grounds a bit. There we go. Maybe. Oh no, I messed up. I accidentally resized the window. It's a thing that happens when I'm not full screening it anymore because I want more space, so I extend it to my other monitors. I need to find out...
Your many on the monitors.
Yeah, my many existing monitors, which I wish to replace, which you can help replace by donating to the stream. I'm trying to get 2 big monitors that will help out, help me pay attention. How shite is their perception? Apparently pretty bad.
Hey,
Apparently really bad.
Russ.
Stealth check, DC that.
How do I do a fucking arrow?
Hold left and right click at the same time. So you are all stealthy as fuck, except for Toussaint, who, and even he's pretty stealthy. God damn.
Wow. Wow.
Damn rangefinders beneath.
Look at this. Tranquility is like a mouse.
wow?
A singular mouse.
And the rogue is the one who's under it.
Yeah.
Ebonir is,
Well,
is like
it's all your
infinite
gear,
librarian
like
powers.
your gear just jangling around.
I really should have put those bullets in the bandolier.
Toussaint, be quiet.
All right, so there's definitely water. It's about 10 feet deep. I think everyone else is apparently standing behind.
I'm just sort of measuring shit. I'm measuring how far my lantern sees.
Oh, I guess Toussaint's not stealthy because he has the light on him.
Of course.
And you do hear more hurried yipping looking over in your direction.
Which direction? Can we see anything?
Let's see. I suppose so, yeah.
What do
You see a short, maybe 3 foot tall creature with these ruddy, scaly skin. He's got some horns and a long snout, humanoid.
Which direction? Oh, on the ship.
Over there.
Okay, so Aldrin kind of crawls over to Dusan and says, I think they spot you, but we can use this to our advantage. If you back off a bit, the rest of us will set up an ambush when they try to chase you, and it'll be simple. Clean up.
Rick, this stalagmite right here, how does it go all the way to the ceiling?
Let's say yes.
Okay, and this I forgot what this right here is, the
That's a
this,
mast, I guess.
yeah. So the mast,
That's the air.
how far off into the air is it?
Oh no, that's not the mast. That's the front part of the boat.
Yeah, I know.
Well, I
don't
think
know.
it is supposed to be a mast going off the shadow. Pretend that mast is not there. It's fallen into the water, forward, like just like that.
Okay, well, how high in? Oh, is it in the water? So like,
The
So
for
it's providing a
you,
ramp up.
for you,
basically,
the
from-
ceiling goes out of sight.
all right. Well, I'm more like asking, is this right here where it is?
Right where? That
from,
mast.
He's asking
Yes.
if he can go from the stalagmite to the mast.
Potentially.
Right. I'm going to. I want to more or less go into run up it and just jump off onto the mast, and I'm just going to slide down onto the ship and go like.
A generous bestow.
Oh, Stone donates $5. Please send this to all Stormreach inns. Man by the name of Toussaint Ho 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 is going around stealing all the women. Do not accept his friendship. Please spread this to all your Stormreach inns. Also, remove a complication point. www.lootcrate.com gay.
Beautiful.
Okay. So, Stone has bought off a complication point.
We love you, Stone.
Thank
I
you,
still have
Stone.
10 yet. Thank you for the $5. Your donation is very, very appreciated.
Is that libel or slander? I need to know.
Well,
I think it's true.
It's yeah.
Good
When
answer.
the artist formerly known as Doifam adds a monster inevitably this encounter, I apologize.
Oh
God, it's gonna be great. I hope it's a Hydra.
gosh.
It's a black dragon.
Evanir looks over. It's like, what are we doing? What are we doing?
Look, okay. I point at Tranquility. I want you to hide behind that Salasite. Anika, I want you to hide over near that rock engraving over there. And he points to the north rock, inlet there. Creep, I want you to hide into this other rock engraving here. And he points to his left. Ebonier, stay with Tranquility. And Toussaint, I want you to back off a bit. And when you are far away from us and out of sight, then make a loud noise. Okay?
See,
This is
you can tell by
surprisingly not
the
the first
hurried.
time I've heard
You can tell by the louder yipping that this kobold and whatever other kobolds are there are aware of you.
They're aware of us.
They are aware of you. They probably can't see you that well out in the darkness
All right. Well,
because their dark vision only extends out 60 feet, so they can and Tranquility and Ebony are hiding by the pillar, but they can see Toussaint. He's lit up like a Christmas tree over there.
I'm gonna dim my light.
Oh yeah, that's right. I smacked his hair. Now he's Super Saiyan. I forgot. I made the joke, and I forgot my own joke.
So the plan stands.
The plan,
As he says as he moves over to my hiding place.
yeah, stands. Back.
Ah! Ah!
I didn't mean to move.
Rexy Grongo! You hear
I
a loud cave-shaking groan from across the way. You see it create ripples in the water.
Oh God.
Yes.
And
Aldrin bumps.
then you hear a loud splash at the other side.
Sorry, trying
Oh.
to fix something.
God. Aldrin bumps against Anika's thunder cannon accidentally, and his eyes glow, but you can't really see it too much.
Okay, I'm going to do the thing I mentioned. I'm just gonna jump onto the mast of the ship and hope to God that me being on this ship is going to avoid whatever comes this way.
All right, let's roll initiative.
Oh god.
All right.
Damn it.
Oh boy. Why have we all got little pips? Is that what are these little dots on our tokens?
Those are just facing tokens. Don't worry about those. Are the little pips in the bottom left are effects that you have on you? Don't worry about those. Ebonir, you see that Tranquility is about to run off.
Quick question: how do I fix my firebolt? Because it's still at 1d10.
I believe we can just throw another dice into the little slot there. It should work, right?
Yeah.
So I just throw another d10 down there.
Yep.
Come on. Okay,
There you
there
go.
we go. Okay. Do these guys have cover?
Yes, they have half cover from the railing of the ship.
All right. I guess we're getting started, and Ebonir will raise up his library stamp and start incantating, and we'll add a little bit of Tides of Chaos with the crazy snake language with this.
All right. Yeah, he's within your dark vision, so you can shoot at him without any penalty there.
Okay, so advantage.
Yes. And -2.
Hold on. Advantage -2. Okay. Finally. Cool.
That is a hit. It's poor Kobold. You light up the room, and he just ignites in a small mushroom cloud and is toast. Yep.
Fucking yip.
All right.
One down! And Ebonir looks very proud when he says this.
15 come out of the woodwork.
I'm just still hiding. Like, okay, there's.
Tranquility.
Oh God, why computer? So yeah, I'm just going to do what I said and try to get onto this mast that's fallen over here.
Okay.
So what should I need to roll for this?
You don't have to roll anything to get on there, but you should roll an acrobatics check to move on this pole that's bobbing up and down in the water. It's also fairly fragile. It's very old. Oh yeah, you jump over there and get over there just fine.
All right. And I want to from there just get onto the boat itself.
Okay. Well, move yourself.
All right. So I'm just gonna get right here.
Well, no, it's
Oh no, you're right.
you have to. Yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna
No
go
cutting corners.
Damn.
So that's your 40 feet movement.
Yeah, that's my 40 feet of movement right there. Rick,
Yes.
what the fuck?
God damn it, Aldrin.
Do I see any more of these little bastards besides the one right here?
With your 30 feet, no, but you do hear them.
All right. All right, then I'm just going to do the thing. Hold on.
What thing?
Dave wants the combat tracker.
I did move it slightly, so you should be able to see more of it.
Move it more.
All right.
Doivan, this is not one of your encounters. Not
Step
yet.
of the wind. I'm just going to bonus action dash.
All right.
I'm having some weird fucking technical difficulties here. Jesus.
Well, don't. All right. Move out there. Let me.
That
heal
one's
some
dead.
more. Yeah, that one is dead. That one.
There we go. But yeah, as soon as I would have gotten it.
That one. I don't know why it's round 2. That's wrong.
Okay.
That one. Let's see who else you see. Kobold 4. Kobold 4.
Alright.
There's Kobold 4.
Shit. As soon as I could have seen him, could I have moved right here instead of where I was?
Yeah, sure.
So I'm gonna come up to this one. What's he look like he's doing as I come up to him?
He's got a bunch of shit on his back. Like, he's just got a bunch of stuff on his back. He looks like he's ready to go.
Alright. Well, he's ready to go and I'm ready to give it to him, so.
He ducks underneath your quarterstaff.
You gently
Huh.
handed it to him.
Let's try
Well,
that again.
yeah, that works.
Oh.
What do I gotta do to ensure it's a crit?
Hold shift.
Oh, maybe.
No, just shit.
But yeah, you smash him in. You hear a crack, and he falls down.
As I look to the other ones, like, all right, here we go.
Annika. Why is Toussaint so small? There we go. Annika, what do you do?
Are we back on this?
Yeah. So I'm gonna do a move. Yeah. I think this is fine. We're just gonna have a little dodge around, stay in the shadows.
You
grab
cannot
mine.
see any of them.
Weird. What if I grab my obnoxiously long arrow here?
Could you speak a bit up?
Just redraw it.
Yeah.
What?
You can't just redraw it.
Oh, you can't?
Too late, I had it. How far is that? That's 75, that's too far.
Yeah.
There. So that's my limit of being able to see. So, oh, he's dead, isn't he, this Kobold too?
Yes.
Cool.
You're dead.
In that case, I'm just gonna, do I have to hide? Do I have to take another hide action?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then I will do that, and since I can do that as a bonus action, I'm gonna, like, can I ready my action to take a shot at the first one I see?
Yeah, sure.
Sweet.
Although your chances of seeing someone over there is little.
It's fine. I'm expecting someone to come out of the water.
Okay. Roll stealth.
Yeah, that thing.
Augmented weapon.
I don't know, I didn't put that on.
That was my thing.
Well, you put it on her.
I know, that's
Alright.
intentional.
Well, 3. It's like Grongo, Grongo, and is going to scramble across some scaffolding and disappear out of sight over here.
Damn it.
This one is dead.
My bad.
Alright, this one is gonna move up here. And from out of the darkness, with advantage because you cannot see.
I can see up to 30 feet. I guess if he's out of 30 feet in his ranged weapon, then yeah. Yep, okay.
Yeah. Let's
Barely.
see it.
Well,
Yeah,
shit.
barely. That ability. Okay. Let's see, advantage. So 3 strikes of fire fly at you.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
That's 1 hit.
I gotta... Ow.
Here's number 2. Also a hit.
Ow.
Rip.
Here is number 3.
Ow! Like surely after the first one, but Jesus Christ.
Yeah, so they all spiral around and hit you basically all simultaneously as you
Are
are.
they... Wait a minute. Are those spells? Are they...
It is a spell.
Okay, no.
Damn. Yeah, I was going to make the thing. Like, wait,
Okay.
can I-
So as the fire comes raging out of the darkness, Ebenezer can see it, recognizes it, and instantly starts moving his hands. And the air in front of Tranquility starts warping in weird ways as I cast Counterspell.
It is out of your range.
Oh, what?
What?
120
I think
feet.
you have to-
Counterspell is a 60-foot range spell.
Ah, damn it.
Also,
Never
you
mind.
have to be seeing the creature when it casts.
Is that true?
Yes.
Yeah, you have to counter the caster, not the spell.
Okay.
So
That'd
yeah,
have been cool though.
It would have been cool, but save your spell slot for now.
Damn it.
And that's
All right.
that turn.
I had my flavor ready to go.
So you hear
Melon.
what? You hear melon?
flavored spell.
Huh?
It's fine.
Confuse Rick, the session. I love
Yeah,
it.
I guess. So I guess he's gonna prepare for something. Prepare for trouble. Make it double.
Oh god. Damn it.
Oh, Toussaint, it's your turn. You're lit up.
Yeah, Toussaint kind of wishes he wasn't an Everbury torch. But you know, something's going on, something bad, so he's gonna pull out his pistol.
Yeah, you see streaks of lightning fly across the cave. You see something big over that way. Like a very big silhouette of a man.
Oh man.
This is bad. I don't know what you've done, but this is bad. And
Scaramouche.
yeah,
It was your loud bullets that are attracting their attention.
I have not done anything.
That's a very strange accusation.
You were
Yeah,
jangling all over the place. You were making so much noise. I'm a never mind.
That one, right? Yeah.
I love the mid-fight argument.
They're the best.
Why do you have to
the
fight?
It's the best time. Yeah, I probably can't see much of anything out there. Now, the range on light spell isn't very far, right?
Yeah, it's 20 bright, 20 dim.
Yeah.
See out to like there.
So I guess what I'll do is trying to take some cover and peeking out. Well, you know, having a beacon of light coming off of me. If anything comes into sight, I'll ready a shot.
Okay. All right. Let's see. That. So since you're still out of range, there's gonna be some more advantage shots. Well, man, poor Tranquility.
That's what you get for charging it alone, you fool!
Fine, you fool. Ah! Alright.
I guess he's gonna make a shot. Disadvantage, not against you, but in general. So, you see a rock fly out of the darkness and then out of sight above you, and you hear something snap, and you hear some rumbling as rocks fall.
Oh, come.
Insta-kill.
You succeed,
Whoa, hey, hey, whoa, hey.
taking 6 damage, a half damage. As
That's
rocks
right.
fall on you above, you hear a bunch of wood crack and such. Yeah.
Wood from the boat, wood from me. It's just a bad day. all
Bolt
around.
4 is going to make an advantage. Well, he's going to move out of sight and then chuck sling at you.
Bring it, motherfucker. I dare ya. I fucking dare ya.
So he hits you. 5 damage.
Stop right there. Whatever. Freaking
Blood
Bullshit.
missiles.
Yeah.
You can reduce it to 0.
I just
You should-
catch
you
it
should-
and then go.
You should tell that to me before I do damage.
I went to stop you, but it just didn't happen.
Just be better.
All right, Creep. What does Creep do? Yeah, just be better.
Can Creep see?
No. You can see what Toussaint can see.
I can see. I'm going blind. Shit. What does creep do? Creep. I didn't look at your spells. Fuck.
You can't see anything anywhere.
No, I know.
Who needs to see stuff?
He'll walk up here, I suppose. No, you're right. That's a much better idea. So fuck, come on.
Here's an idea. Maybe light up a rock and throw it over there.
Yeah, that's actually what I was gonna go. I was gonna come over here,
Okay.
hiding behind the stalactite.
I mean,
Take a
do what
breath.
you want. You're in control.
Yeah. So he's just gonna pick up any pebble he can find, cast light to catch up, and go "Huh!" over as far as he can over.
He can throw it 60 feet.
Yeah, so about here, if he wanted to. So, well,
So
he has
yeah,
5 more.
let's I'm gonna grab a token really quick. So this splashes down. Toussaint loses his light, but now let's see. That gives off to 40 feet. So yeah, you can see everyone there too. That, and this dude.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
So Toussaint, you can see somebody now.
Can Annika see somebody?
Uh-huh.
Annika
Maybe.
can also see people.
Yeah.
Annika, anyone you shoot at will have 3/4 cover against you. Toussaint, anyone you
That's
shoot
fair.
against will have half cover. Well, these two will have half cover. The other ones have 3/4 cover. Just because of angling. So, Bitters, you're muted.
I got been muted for so long.
Oh, oh no.
Left side half cover. What were you saying?
Yes, you can shoot the two on the left side with half cover.
So that's -2, and more than 40 feet, so disadvantage.
Yeah.
All right.
I will
So
give
going
you
for it.
you do roll again with advantage and disadvantage because you are out of their vision and you have no light. So you're shooting.
Oh.
You're shooting from the darkness
All right.
and half cover. That is a miss.
That
So
is
you
miss.
a big you shoot right past Ebenir's ear, which begin to ring.
Oh! You saw!
What?
Aldrin.
Wait, did
Wait,
did
no,
Annika get a shot?
I got a shot, right?
Oh yeah, get your shot. Get your shot
Yeah,
with 3/4 cover and advantage.
it's fine. I'm really good at this. As you surely know. 3/4 cover and advantage. What is 3/4 cover?
-5. That is a miss. So bam.
Boom!
Two big shots ring out. Aldrin, it's your turn.
So yeah, Aldrin is like runs over down here.
Yeah, you have to kind of angle
Hold on.
yourself.
How's it going?
How do you do that?
Once you drag to one point and then drag from the end of that and then the other end of that and the end
I
of that.
gotcha. Okay, I gotcha. So he does no circle. Aldrin shouts at Tranquility. Get back down here and join the rest of us. You're gonna get yourself killed. And where's the big silhouette? Can I see a big silhouette?
You can't see a silhouette now. It's outside of the range of light.
Okay, so then, and he starts.
But you do hear the
swimming.
sloshing that it's making.
Oh god, sloshing.
Kind of-
Okay.
Dang, I don't
Let's
know.
drink.
Aldrin lights a torch to kind of light himself up,
Okay.
and rests it.
Shit.
And then he'll bonus action parry.
Okay. We've got a soul knife in one hand and a parry and a torch in the other.
Oh no, he lit the torch on the floor.
Oh,
still
okay.
burning, but...
Okay. So you just exposed Annika's position.
Oh no, my position, like.
Well,
you
Annika's
see,
in the
like,
Annika's in the light too.
I'm
Screw
bigger,
you, man.
right?
You don't have a single directional torch.
No, I'll put it here, and then that way it only exposes me because it can't go past this pillar, right? Right?
I guess. No, not
Yeah. Oh, what?
really. You lit up a torch. Anyway.
Okay.
So you hear the sloshing. Let's see, what's he got? 40 feet of movement? So he can move.
Slosh.
And into the light is a creature probably about 18 feet tall, lumpy, looks like a dude with no neck. Oh, that's the wrong thing. Oh no, I'm resizing people.
Oh no! Come on,
Where's Grongo? There he is.
Oh god, Grongo!
I like.
Oh, Grongo de Gonga! And then
Holy shit!
he takes a fucking rock. He reaches down into the water, which is only up to like his crotch, kicks up a big smooth stone, and chucks it at Tranquility.
Oh, come on.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, come on.
You've already used your reaction for that
I
sling.
know.
So as
That'd be
as
cool, though,
as
wouldn't
you
it?
catch the sling, a rock comes out of the darkness
Oh!
and smashes you in the side of the head.
I'm just gonna run up here and get on the ship.
What the? What the fuck?
Grongo!
Well, apparently my flanking maneuver didn't fucking work. Holy
Yeah,
shit.
it appears that it did not.
It
No,
worked
as soon as I saw these sons
perfectly.
of bitches, I was going to just run like a bitch, but that...
All right, Aldrin, you're gonna be the focus of something.
Please no. Please be gentle.
Yeah, I'm sure he will.
I'm just a small boy.
God, where'd he go? There. No,
Rick's
that's
got no
Grongo.
sympathy.
No, no sympathy at all.
God.
So who'd have thought the TFK would come from
Kobolds.
Yeah, kobolds.
Random. I crafted this encounter with love. Okay.
With love.
Yeah,
He
love
says
of
with
killing
lips.
us.
A little bit. A
Caps.
little bit.
I mean,
I
it's
gotta look
probably
at some
just Tranquility
stats.
that'll die.
Please no stats.
Radius.
No stats. Oh my god, they can't be killed.
Alright, so
Or did they never exist at all?
let's see. One Scorching Ray striking at Aldrin is gonna miss. Another one is gonna go for him. I'm gonna complication point that.
Oh, of course you are. Of course you are. Always against me.
Wait,
gotta
can
get-
I see this?
It's still more than 60 feet away from you.
Ah, god damn it.
I'm just a little boy in the body of a 45-year-old man. Why
So
do you have
that's
to do this to
so
me?
you're hit. You're
Don't-
hit by that,
Don't say that.
and then the third one veers up to the ceiling. I'm gonna complication point that one as well.
Of course
That's,
you are.
that was a terrible roll. So you look up and see it go up to the near the top of the ceiling where you see a bunch of like nets being held from the ceiling, and the Scorching Ray hits like this weird wooden framework, which then immediately ignites and snaps, and the net gives way and rocks fall on you and Annika.
2 complication points down, guys.
I wanna inspiration that.
Okay, let's well,
God damn it, Dothan.
I mean, you have the complication points for it, so or the inspiration for it. But mark off your inspiration. So you will take, that, and you will take half of that. So yeah, a bunch of rocks fall. And fall on your heads. And then it is... Oh, Ebonir, it's your turn.
Oh, finally. Okay, this is not going well.
So you see this big giant throw a rock at Tranquility, and he, look, in the dim light of the now underwater pebble with light on it, looks terrifying. Ugh.
So Ebonir runs forward and says, well, I've got to try this sometime. So he runs forward, and he holds up his library stamp, and it lights up. Hold on 1 second.
It lights up, and he answers it. Moshi mosh.
Oh god.
And
I thought this was a fight.
I advertise this as come watch Mr. Bitters get crushed to death by rocks, but he hasn't been hit by the rocks yet. Guess there's time yet.
Nope.
Yeah,
Just
plenty of
hold
time.
up.
Okay, sorry. He holds up his library stamp, and it lights up like it's gonna send a firebolt, but it starts getting super hot, and then the flame glows blue, and out comes Fireball.
Oh yeah!
Yeah!
There's a 20-foot radius. That's a bit bigger than it should be, but basically, you can hit all of them.
Yeah, I'm just trying to play. Why can't I grab it? Come on.
Well, is that over me? Oh, okay.
No, no, no. I'm trying
Okay.
to draw it, but it won't let
You
me
can hit.
grab.
You can hit all of them.
Okay, so I'm gonna hit all of them.
Yeah, you
That's
can't.
Uh,
That's a bit big.
okay.
You can't
What?
hit because the giant is actually like this. Oh, I don't think we need any more circles. Thank you. You start from.
Can I shift over and get a little bit of the giant, and rather than hit some of the cobalt? Actually, no. Let's just wipe out the kobolds. Let's do it in one fell swoop.
Yeah. So
Let's do it
target
live.
each of them. Target all of them, and then except for the giant, obviously.
This kobold up here is dead too.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah,
What
he's dead.
kobold?
Ah, that was a great magic trick.
So I just hit cast, right? Or do I hit damage? Or cast first?
Hit cast,
Yeah.
and then hit damage. Oof. Well,
Cricket.
instant death,
Yeah, that's true.
partially resisted. Hey.
I'm gonna use 2 sorcery points to change those 2 ones because I have empowered spell.
Okay.
How do I increase the dice?
Just roll
grab-
2d6.
I know.
ri-
I'm
After you're dragging, right click.
Okay. Well, it doesn't matter. It's the same. It's
I
the same.
mean,
Yeah.
An attempt.
I feel better about
What
my
are
point
the
now.
odds?
So like the fireball comes out and like as it's coming down, like a third hand tries to wave at it to make it do things, but it gets in a finger lock. It
Yeah.
literally trips over itself.
So yeah, it explodes and a bunch of the kobolds go down, and the other ones look pretty well injured. And one of the one in the back has a spear and like a shield. And it's like Grongo, crying the crocodile. I don't know what Draconic sounds like. Oh. So as this fireball explodes, Ebonir suddenly sparkles and fades out of existence.
The best part is none of us see it because he's too far away from us.
You can see him cast it, and then he vanishes.
Ah, I suppose fair.
Well,
Yeah.
I guess the good news is you're not in trouble, or you're not in danger at all.
Well, Fang, Tranquility is dying. Annika,
Yeah, I'm gonna do a little run.
run.
Run, rabbit, run. Yes, to there.
Okay.
Is that gonna give me a better angle on any of them?
Yes, it's only half cover against the kobolds. Still half cover against the half giant as well, because he's got the whole ship protecting him.
Yeah. No, we're gonna load up Thundermonger. If I can remember how to use my goddamn abilities. It's been a couple of weeks, guys. It's fine.
It's fine.
And we're gonna take aim at this injured sorcerer.
Fire. That's a hit. Wait.
Look, I hit something.
Don't
guys.
roll damage.
Oh wait, cover.
Oh yeah, so it's a 16. So as it's about to hit... Oh, do they not have shield? I guess they don't have shield. Yeah, that's a
Wait, you
hit.
have a plus 12.
Yeah, screw this guy, right?
Yeah, fuck that guy. Oof. Oof.
So yeah, you fire and it's about to cast another spell and then is shot through. It is dead.
And I angrily reload.
Alright, this
Does-
kobold warrior...
Does Annika not have the...
You
weapon.
targeted the wrong one. But okay. Or you shot the one in the back. Oh wait, you can ignore cover. Why was I talking about cover to you? You've got sharpshooter.
I also forgot this, so that's fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
I can't judge. I forget my own features often.
No, the one in the back
You
was
have
the one I wanted to kill.
features?
Okay, that's fine.
Did just a quick question. Did Annika lose the augmented weapon or whatever?
Yes.
Oh, how?
Did you mean to target the army? Oh! Was that what you brushing against my fucking thing was?
Yeah, that was me brushing.
Oh,
against your-
I didn't.
Be
I didn't.
clear with the DM, man.
Yeah, I was not clear on that.
Oh, I thought that was sorry.
No.
I had no
didn't
idea.
hear.
I was like, what's he doing here with me brushing?
Yeah, that's what the side points are special.
Well, actually, let me. Can Thundermonger benefit from it, or can Thunder Cannon benefit from it?
It's
Is
a
the
weapon.
question. But it's not a simple or martial weapon. I'll allow it.
Isn't it?
I'm obviously not going to be shit about it.
Thank you. I was like, what?
I mean, in 5th edition, there are only simple or martial weapons, right?
There are also
Yeah.
improvised, natural, unarmed. Well, unarmed strikes are not weapons, but there's natural weapons, and then there's weapons that are none of those, like Thundermonger.
Oh.
Funnily enough, Aldrin's soul knives are martial weapons.
Yeah, should I keep that in mind for future? It can't
No,
be used
no,
on-
just put augmented weapon on Annika.
Okay. I'll do that.
I was not clear on that. Where is the combat tracker? There it is. What's he gonna do? He's gonna scurry across the scaffolding. He's not gonna speed. How does he only have a speed of 20 feet?
He's
Kobold.
got doggo legs.
Is that because he's got a big shield?
That could be.
I mean, I guess. Doesn't make any sense.
Well, only small creatures normally have a reduced move speed.
yeah, but kobolds have 30 feet anyway.
Yep.
I don't know what you want.
Now that he's down, he just has to try and
Yeah,
argue
he's a
with the
20
DM to
foot.
win
He's a
this
20
fight.
foot. He has a 20-foot speed. Fucking weird.
He's a slow boy.
Yeah, he's gonna
That makes sense to me.
come
I
over
dealt with a 20-foot
here.
speed for an entire campaign. You can deal with it for a fucking session.
He's gonna come over here and take the. Actually, he's gonna take cover behind this and take the dodge action. Actually, no.
Which
Why
one is
would he
that?
do that?
Is
That's
the-
dumb.
Is that the sorcerer?
No,
No,
that's
they-
the warrior
no.
one.
It's the warrior. What's his range on that? 60 feet. Can't do anything because you guys won't fight him. Fight me, fools! He's gonna go across the scaffolding and dash up to here, looking at
Oh,
tranquility
no.
with
Oh no.
with thirst, a mighty thirst. Toussaint, take
Oh
your turn.
no.
I'm no longer a light, correct?
Correct.
Can I bonus action hide?
You can bonus action hide.
All right. Bonus action hide. Forgot that I had to double click.
You're hidden. You're hidden pretty well.
Light sources still suck.
You can see both of them. Oh man, you should have just moved out of the light source. Oh well.
Yeah, I don't think far ahead. I'm not used to the roguely stealth.
Okay.
And I'd like to, if possible, action dash up here.
Okay. Make an acrobatics check.
Sure thing.
Yeah, you managed to hop on the rotting floating log and move over, or moving across it up to the ship itself.
Action economy wise, that's moving.
Okay. Let's see. Creep. What does creep do?
This water's like what, 10 feet deep? You said.
Yes.
All right. Can he see the kobold warrior?
Yes. Yes, you can.
Let me double check something super quick. Damn it. Can he get up onto the railing?
He would have to have to make an acrobatics check for it, and he would have to move over to it. Also,
Okay. You know what? Fuck it. I didn't think of what to do because I'm too busy being annoyed. Sorry.
in doubt, just cast a cantrip or something.
All right. I'm coming to join you over here. I've been here.
Okay.
Or well, where you will appear. Shitty.
And you're like, what? Where did Ebonir go?
Is that 60 feet? Yeah, that is.
Yeah.
Ignore that. So, I cast. Oh, where the fuck was I? I just had it. I cast this on Tranquility because the fucker never heals me anyway. Oh,
Are you having trouble?
I'm having so much trouble. I don't get how. Oh my god.
You're back up to 1 hit points.
All right,
Welcome to
well,
the
there we
abysmal
go.
roll section.
Fuck. All right, well, I'm up because I'm so smart.
All right, Aldrin.
Okay, so Aldrin is sprinting, just like absolutely sprinting. Like he's moving so fast that if he was going just a little bit faster, he'd be walking on water right now. Can I? Yeah, can I use my action to dash? Can I get on this ship, like climbing on the side?
You would have to swim.
Yeah, I mean, don't mind swimming.
Uh, Swimming takes double movement. It's not difficult terrain, but it does take double movement.
That's fair. So how far? So I'd be able to get there with the turn, and then there, and then there, and have
Well,
20
we can measure your movement just by moving your token.
Yeah, so I got 15 feet there, right? Which is my full.
I don't see it. 15 feet.
Oh,
There.
it's just. Oh, sorry, it's just for me. I figure. Okay, so if I go, 15 feet,
Yeah, that's 30 feet of
And then-
movement.
and then I'm going to use my action to try and dash and try and climb out the side of this.
Yeah, you'll be able to get just up to the side with your action. Roll an athletics check to climb up the slippy side of this boat.
Slippy slide.
Yeah, slippy slide.
Can I use
No.
to help me get like just to help against the slipperiness? Can I use some pitons in my hands to kind of aid in my climbing? Or
It doesn't. It doesn't really help.
That's fair.
You can use your inspiration though. You've got 2 of them.
I do, but
You've also got action points.
True. I'm very skimpy on stuff.
You don't get all the yeah, you get all the way up. No, you get
What?
part way up.
Don't do this. Oh, I get that.
You're climbing up. You're still on the side. You're digging your nails in. It's the most of the wood is rotten, just right
That's
through.
worse. So I shout at the kobold, "You're filthy shit! Ah,
You're filthy shit.
you're filthy shit!"
All right, so here comes Grongo. What's the range? Actually, why did that it went weird? 20 feet. There we go. Not really. Comes here. Picks up another rock. Chucks it at Creep. Hello? Bueller?
Hi.
Yeah.
What? Creep? Yeah, creep.
Hello, Creep.
Creep's not here.
Don't do this, Frank. He's not here. He's not here. Don't do this.
Oh. Yeah, it's a miss. For now. Alright, Kobold Sorcerer is gonna back up, come up over here, so he's no longer in the light. But everyone is very much still in range. Let's see. Who did the most damage? Ebonir did.
But Ebonir's not there.
Ebonir's not there. So I guess he's gonna
Where is
shoot
he?
it. I guess he's gonna shoot at Creep.
Oh, creep. Oh, creep.
What spells does he have? What is the point of giving them the ability to give someone disadvantage on the save if they only have like two? If they have one leveled spell with the save?
Sorry about that. I'm back.
Insinuate something.
All right, it's one hit.
Nope. Wait. Stop that.
What? What do you mean?
I can't stop it. I'm not there.
Oh, this is like creep, right?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
creep. Is it gonna cast
Alright, well-
shield?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna cast.
Okay.
As soon as I can get his fucking character sheet to work. Yeah, there.
Just stop being
That one's definitely hit though.
So, ow.
9 damage to creep.
He'll be fine.
All right. Oh, that's the bottom of the round. Ebonir, it's your turn.
So Ebonir pops back into existence. It's like,
Yep.
Huh.
well, that was unexpected. And like turns around and like just doesn't know where the sorcerer is, and kind of sees this craziness going on, and can he see this warrior, the kobold warrior who's standing near
Yes.
Tranquility? And Tranquility is still down, right?
Right.
He's about to get up.
Okay.
Well, he's
yeah.
down as far as you know.
Right. So does that warrior have any kind of cover?
He's got like 3/4 from where you are.
Oh, because the mast.
Yeah. Well, because you're like the boat is still like 5 to 10 feet out of the water,
Oh, okay.
and you're not so far away that you can get around that.
Okay, so Ebonir then will hold up his stamp and light up, and it won't be the big one as before, it's the normal one, but he starts speaking in the snake language again, which creep out, surprisingly, and we'll do -5 with advantage on
Okay.
the firebolt. Come on.
I believe in you.
I've
That is a hit. Oof. So you hit him, and it splashes against him, but he's not nearly as burnt as he could have been.
Okay, and seeing this, that's not good. And then cursing that apparently this thing resists fire in some way, he sees the giant and says nope, and starts running away.
Okay.
Given
That
away.
that is fair. Fang, Tranquility, you're prone. You have 1 hit point.
Okay. I stand up. Bonus action. This.
Oh, no, wrong one. Bonus
not
action.
wrong. You know what I meant.
Warforged
This.
Resolve, yeah.
You know what I meant. So boom, boom. Interaction. To interact with an object, what's that take again? That's like
An object. Well, it depends on what you're interacting with.
healing potion.
Yeah, you can grab out a healing potion. It takes an action to take it though.
Alright, well, deciding not to do that, I instead will do this, I think. Because this is fun. I don't think that cast properly.
Well, you can't just click the name. It just. puts the
I
name.
tried to.
Drag the
I tried-
dragon.
You gotta drag the dragon.
There you go.
Dragon Ball
That's
Z.
Dragon Ball Z theme.
Yes.
Drag the dragon.
God damn.
Okay,
You
yeah.
know, let's see if I. Oh, I didn't put on the proper. I've got an image layers extension, but I didn't activate it because I'm dumb, I guess.
Same.
It's like. Oh,
Not
my bad.
is there not a darkness one? There's cones. I can't believe there's not just a plain old darkness one. That'd be really useful right now. I guess we'll just do a thing of fog. It's 5, 10, 15.
Oh god.
That's horrible. What's
Are
wrong
you
with my big purple
Are you
thing?
sure? I'll find a way to use them eventually.
All right. Could I?
Also,
if I
that's
step
too
away-
big.
that was 15 feet. That's what I went for.
You start from an intersection and then go out
That's what I
until
did.
it's you went out too far. There you go.
Oh, it's 3 lines, not 3 squares.
Right.
Okay.
Or
All right, 3 columns, 3. Right, got it.
yeah, it's
All
there.
right. So
So
he
ju-
just will suffer disadvantage if I step away from him, right?
He cannot. You cannot opportunity attack a creature you can't see. So
All right, so I'm just going to step right here to the edge of the darkness, and that's my turn.
well, you can. What did you cast it
No,
on
no.
exactly?
I dropped
You-
it on his shield.
Okay.
So basically, now none of us can see that warrior.
Don't you worry, I can. See
You
him
can't
just-
choose an object that a creature is carrying.
Then the fucking plank right beneath my foot. Then,
Okay,
where I was.
That's fine. Annika, there's now like a cloud. Oh god, it went away. There's now a cloud of darkness.
Nope.
Yeah, I'm
I got
gonna
it.
ignore that and just go this way.
What?
1, 2, 3. Okay.
And we're gonna try and take out this kobold.
You cannot see that kobold. It is.
I can't see him at all.
It is in the darkness. Well, just let's see. I think it's just if you where did you move from? Oh, it's just at the edge of your range. You can shoot it.
Let me. If I light up my lantern again, which is that's dim light. Oh, so that's he's
Well,
like just.
Yeah, it goes. It's the same range as your dark vision, so
Oh, is it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
you can see it though. It's just at the very edge.
So that's gonna be with disadvantage.
No, just make
No.
it normally. Half cover though. Well, you don't need to worry about that.
Nope.
Just make your attack.
I'm gonna do a shoot.
Shoot it. You hit. Actually,
Yeah.
I'm gonna use a complication point.
God damn it! Why?
So it's just about to hit it, and it manages to duck down, and the bullet takes off one of its horns,
Oof.
just narrowly avoiding death.
Oof, my horns.
The horn hurting,
Ouch, for me.
the horn hurting
Oh,
bullets.
bullet.
Alright, you fucking
Well, then
lords.
I'll reload and I guess be done with my turn then.
Okay, so this kobold warrior is gonna scurry out of the darkness. It's gonna provoke from you since you can see through it.
That's a nifty little trick, isn't it?
Cheesy as fuck is what it is.
Oh.
That's a hit.
Oh, come
Yeah.
on!
So he goes.
So
you-
he just walks by and I fucking stick the stick between his like, fuck my shit!
But then he hears something coming up the side, and is going to use the last 5 feet of his movement to come up here.
Peace, Jesus. Oh no, I forgot to parry. I can't really parry anyway. I'm on the side. of
No,
the
he
row.
can't really. He's going to have advantage against you.
Of course he is.
Yeah.
God damn it! I'm in a vulnerable position. Why is he doing this? to
Hasn't
me?
he? Oh, was that just his regular movement? Sucks.
Yeah.
Oof.
Oh, I missed. But wait, there's
Don't you
more.
dare, Eric. Oh.
That's it.
Oh.
Make an athletics check.
Athletics check.
He just body checks you off the fucking boat. Just do-
That's gonna be fucking awful. that's alright, right?
He tries to stamp on your hand as you like try to grab the edge.
Yeah, you
This was
you don't fall off. Toussaint,
Sorry, just
you can't actually. Let's see. Range on that. God damn it. I guess you can just barely see this kobold. It's in the dim light of the light out there.
Well, that's pretty perfect.
I should have cast darkness on myself. Shit.
You should have.
Big one with the darkness.
I
I
think,
am one with the edge.
I think while he's distracted with Aldrin, Toussaint's gonna creep up behind him and put the gun in his back.
Ooh, sexy.
Do I get advantage for being hidden? Am I still hidden? Is that a thing?
I'm gonna say no. You're moving up a very rocky little, like, half connected
Alright, then
mast.
I'm gonna spend inspiration to get advantage.
All right.
Because I don't want us to die.
Same.
Oh, for
No!
Pete's sake.
That's just
Oh.
unfortunate.
Have I rolled anything over a 2 today? Come on.
Would you like to use an action point?
Would-
No,
yeah,
I
don't.
wouldn't. No. No, Rick is killing us with them.
There we go.
Jeez.
Okay. Creep.
Creep. So this thing's just walking right towards us, right?
Yeah, it's walking through this crash boat. This
It's lit
Alright.
up because it's near the light.
Yeah.
Alright, so he is going to cast a spell. Oh no, that's not nearly far enough. I misread.
That's a spell on you.
Damn it. I guess he's just gonna cast this. Nope, okay, missed. This. Fucking I hate spells.
What is it? What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to cast Rave Enfeeblement.
It's not.
God damn it. Whatever. Fuck you, Grongo.
All right, you hit. It succeeds on the save though.
Oh, come.
Let's see. On a hit, the target deals. So the end of its turn, the effect will end. Let's just call that its save. So that you did hit, so it does deal half damage until its next turn.
So
The end of its next turn.
So I need to do damage then.
Raven Enfeeblement doesn't do any damage.
Oh, you're right. I'm doing. You know
Are
what?
you thinking
I'm
of
just
Ray of
gonna-
Sickness?
Aldrin.
No, I wanted Ray of Enfeeblement. I just.
So yeah, Aldrin clambers up to the side next to this kobold, right?
Roll another athletics check.
Fuck, man.
You're going up. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, you get up there.
Yeah, I'm stringing it up there. Ugh.
You
know
you
what?
finally just grip it and then just launch yourself over and land on it.
As I'm launching myself through the air, kind of like still like hovering over the side.
The Kobold Warrior has its spear up against its head after that gunshot almost killed it.
I then shank this thing. I'll try to anyway.
Oh.
Not so much.
I then, frustrated almost, I bonus action slash it again.
Okay,
Ha!
that's a hit. Finally.
And
Deal 7 damage to it.
finally,
Still alive.
then, of course it is.
Alright.
Move to this.
Grongo.
Grongo is gonna move forward some more. Crunch, crunch, crunch.
Bad Grongo, bad Grongo, bad Grongo.
He's actually feeling he doesn't want to pick up another rock. He is going to dash up into Creep's face.
I have miscalculated.
Kobold Sorcerer. Kobold Sorcerer is going to scramble up some scaffolding, rope scaffolding, and into the darkness again.
Out of the darkness.
So you have casts. Okay, that all of these scorching rays are gone.
Oh no.
So it's gonna fire a firebolt. Take that.
Have at thee.
Didn't expect that to hit, did you? Me neither. 9 damage.
Ooh.
Hits Annika in the hair. Some of her hair just burns up, and the cave is filled with the smell of
Wait.
burning goblin hair.
Can I ask a question? Can the kobold actually see Annika?
That's a good point.
I should confess that I have my lantern on, so
Yeah,
Aim
That's
for
a-
the light. I'm
that's a
sure
good
I'll
point.
hit.
That's a good point. She's lit up. And that would have advantage, but I forgot. Anyway, to Ebonir. This fucking giant has gotten in the face of Creep.
That's not good.
He's got a big rusted mace that's about 8 feet long.
Oh fuck me.
This is a giant, right? Do I know that?
It's very clearly a giant.
All right.
Well,
If it's not, then you're wondering what the hell its parents fed it. So
that is one fleshy kobold.
I don't have a lot of good options here. Okay. Evanir's a little nervous, but he decides that now is the time to do something. So he kind of starts waving his hands in the wrapped faction, and a chaotic bolt of energy starts building up and launches itself towards Mr. Giant.
okay.
Is he still lit? Well, no,
You-
I can see him.
yeah, and also Annika has her lantern on, so
Oh,
yes.
Okay. That goes into the darkness.
Do you want to use an action point? Use him if you got him.
Hey guys, I think he's trying to get us.
I think I am going to use an action on this.
Oh.
All right, that is a hit. As you veer, just as it veers off into the darkness, it comes back around and hits Grongo in the upper back. Real damage.
Wow, that really is just chaotic as hell.
And so let's see, 7 and 1. So it kind of bulbs a little bit, and then it changes into a multicolored spinning spinning disco ball, and kind of flashes in his head and gives him like epilepsy fits with psychic damage.
Oh, he stomps around in the water, holding his head. Roll wild magic.
Please be a 5.
Oh, man, that could have been so much.
That would have been great for
I don't know
any
why
other
I thought it was a crit or something.
Tranquility. You
Alright.
can see beyond the darkness this kobold warrior.
I come right here.
Stand on the very edge and reach out and touch him.
Reach out and touch faith, motherfucker.
All right, you have advantage.
Do I get advantage?
You have advantage on all of these.
All right, I'm gonna roll again just for the first hit, just in
Alright.
case it was a crit. But okay.
So that hits.
So
10
smack.
damage. So he's he's turning to Aldrin and then whack out of the darkness.
And one
and-
more time.
And whack out of the darkness. And he goes down, and Tranquility just beats him with his broomstick.
The question is that non-lethal for Tranquility, or is that lethal?
Can
I see?
Judging from how his snout just snapped, it probably looked very lethal.
Yeah, it's dead.
So it would take my action to drink a healing potion, yeah?
Yes.
Oh, damn. Okay, so I'll just get it ready for next turn.
Annika.
Yeah, I want to help Creep, but I'm just going to accidentally move him 5 feet. You can get rid of that. So I was going to shoot at this enormous, close, obvious target, but this fucker just like hit me in the face. Not having any of that. So we're gonna run up to here, right to the edge.
You're standing on the edge of the
That
crater.
puts me in range to hit him with my light.
Yes.
Okay.
Maybe.
So I'm gonna inspiration this.
All right. Have advantage. He's up, climbing up some rope scaffolding goes up to the 50-foot high ceiling above.
I
And
want
they
to sharpshoot
seem
it, but it's not worth it.
they seem very adept at climbing up it.
We'll see how adept he is after I like murderize him. With a 9 or a 9, hey.
It hits.
Man.
It hits.
It was a 9 or a 6.
Oh, right, okay. That's better.
Go for slightly above average. No, I'm just joking.
You shoot him and he goes limp, and then you hear a splash as he falls into the water, dead.
Annika shouts something horrible in Goblin.
All right, Toussaint.
Mellow lash.
Yeah, his glory's been stolen. He doesn't really know. Maybe he hasn't cleaned his gun well enough lately. The darkness, everything's crazy. There's a giant. So He's gonna skirt to the edge here. Have a look around. I mean, obviously he sees a giant. He doesn't really want to catch its attention.
Sorry, I just read what Annika wrote.
But at the same time, things look shitty over there. So he's gonna shout, "Hey, ugly!" Oh, I forgot to roll disadvantage. Is it dark enough that I need that?
He is lit up.
Okay. And
You had sneak attack. Creep
Dude.
is right next to him.
oh, I thought Creep was down for some reason.
Nope, not yet.
Oh, no.
Soon,
Creep is okay. Shit.
Right.
maybe.
Um,
Just roll 3d6 and I'll apply it.
is there a way I can roll multiples? Yeah.
Yeah, you drag and
Right
right click and 11.
Boom.
So yeah, you shoot him in the back, and he feels a pinprick. Ugh. Creep.
Aldrin, you've got my back, yes?
More than your back, friend.
Oh.
Yeah, I really don't want to deal with this thing.
You should just run.
So, as I cast blindness on this thing,
He
and it
succeeds.
fucking makes it.
Of course he does. It's a big giant. It's a con save.
Oh, it is a concept. I thought it was wisdom for some reason. This is what I get for not reading a wizard stat block. Shit.
So Creep throws some oil in the Grongo's face and doesn't care.
And he will take the attack of opportunity to run like a bitch.
He dies.
Die. Oh. Oh. Oh, thank the Lord.
Complication point.
Oh!
So he thinks he's just out of reach, which would be here. And as he goes, like, I'm gonna get free. Stomp. I guess he can still move away. Another.
My legs. Ow.
Yeah, he did hit up beside the back of the head with that mace.
I just imagine that as he's running, he just gets hit in the back of the head and he goes tumbling to the location that he was going to.
Aldrin.
To, get the full attention of this creature, Aldrin runs over here and then can I oh shit, okay. Can I do a running sprint jump?
You would have to
At
make
the
an
15 movement
You would have to make an athletics check
to
to cross the distance because it is longer than your jump distance.
Oh yeah, okay. I'll do that.
In fact, you would see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, okay.
Run across this mast thing here.
Well, that mast is actually up high. It's being held with ropes and such. So make an athletics check.
Yeah, let's do this.
That's not nearly enough. You go sailing off and splash into the water.
I imagine.
Oh yeah, that was my intention. I wanted to get to this distance so I can, as I'm falling, as I'm falling into the water, can I slash at this guy?
I love.
Not while you're falling, but while you're in the water. You do have
okay,
disadvantage
Why?
because it's not.
Because water.
There are only certain weapons that are really usable in water.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay, so yeah.
Like even most natural weapon attacks have disadvantage.
That makes sense. Okay, so yeah, in a much less epic fashion, the Aldrin says, "Hey, ugly," because that's original.
Heavy swing. That's a hit.
Hey, and do some cheeky damage. Then insults some more, and then parries.
Okay. So Grongo just looks down at you.
Can I use
Raises-
inspiration to put disadvantage on this attack, please?
No.
Damn it.
You can always use an action point to make it.
Oh
Ah,
yeah.
never
thank the
mind.
Lord. Don't even think about it, please.
Thinking about
But
it.
I've got so many.
No, it's not worth it. You use so
Totally
many.
worth it. You want to do it?
Don't do it.
I'm using it.
God damn it.
So
He
you think
handcrafted
you're about
this.
to swim away from it, and then it comes. You hear a big splash and get hit. Then he raises it up and brings it back down again.
Oh, thank
Oh, thank God.
Mm.
No.
Like, use
no,
the complication
stop,
point, and then
please.
you're like, okay.
Have mercy on us! Oh my God.
No.
Okay. Okay.
So he smashes down twice, and Aldrin goes limp in the water, falling down, drowning.
Rip.
Let's leap towards the giant.
Ebonir,
Me.
you see a terrible splash, and oh God, the inhumanity. Oh God, the humanity, rather.
Either one.
Yeah,
They both
really.
work.
Okay. Ebonir runs this way,
Oh God.
screaming for Aldrin as he adjusts over. And you move me. And then is going to cast Chaos Bolt at level 2.
Okay. Just roll an extra dice. Like Just boost the extra damage up to the same. I don't want to.
3d8.
Yeah, 3d8.
How do I do that? Shift?
Just right click.
Yeah, as you're dragging it, just right click it, add another.
Sexy.
It's 9 damage.
And he's going to use 1 sorcery point to re-roll a d8.
Okay. You might want to roll the 2 and the 1.
Oh yeah, good idea. 2 and
Yeah.
a 1 because I can roll 2.
You
I
got it.
forgot about that.
You got this, man.
It's pretty
Nice.
so I'm
And
gonna-
7 6s, and it's gonna be another of those. It's gonna chaoses, and then it condense again to a strobing light right in the giant's eye to give him psychic damage.
good. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna do the 13, and then I'm gonna apply another 6. So 18 or 19 damage as he just racked with pain. Mace in one hand, grabbing it. Oh, Grongo, Deco. No wild magic. Tranquility.
Alright, so. Fuck the healing potion. Okay. How far away is Grongo here?
Aldrin is drowning.
Okay.
Die. Fuck the
What's it going to take to leap onto this thing? Like, will it take my action to ride it? The mount.
One sec. Let me look.
That sound on top of the giant.
Let's one by one leap towards this thing that is incredibly good at close range.
I would have been fine. I would have been fine.
Someone's got to pull Aldrin out of the water.
Climb into bigger creatures. Let's see. A smaller medium creature as an alternative. After making any ability connector to get into position, which in this case would be an athletics check to make the jump, unless you use.
Yeah, I'm going to use my my
Okay.
thing.
You must use your action to make an athletics or acrobatics check contested by the target's acrobatics check.
Well, not if I use Fly of the Wind, right? Well, I guess action to stand on it. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah. So you can step of the wind and then make an athletics or acrobatics check.
So, alright, so, I'll step of the wind this, because this is pretty... Unfortunately, I can't do anything else. Too bad I can't get additional actions, man. That'd be great.
So you come just barreling out of the darkness, leap
And
up, roll an acrobatics or athletics check.
Alright,
You do have inspiration.
I'm going to use it.
All right.
Why did I do that? Don't ask me. Oh, I forgot to roll it with advantage.
Roll it again.
I spend an action point. Fuck it.
Oh, don't.
Okay.
Don't.
Okay.
No. I'm the one paying
The way that he said that makes me think that you beat it anyway.
Well, No, it's too late for that.
It's a giant. It's probably not got that great acrobatics.
Yeah, you would have made it regardless.
Okay, well,
You didn't even need the
Shit.
advantage.
You.
I didn't even.
fool.
It has a -1 to Dex.
I thought I had to make an I don't know why. So
Acrobatics.
right, I guess I thought roll athletics.
Well, I'm gonna. So you come. Well, here I'm gonna put you here for my sanity's sake. So you come barreling out and just leap up, go like 15 feet of the air, and land right on his shoulders. Or land on one of his shoulders.
as the
and-
darkness behind me fades finally.
Okay.
Just like the darkness legit just fades and acts as a giant springboard to launch me up onto it.
Annika, you're teetering on the edge.
Yeah, but I'm not being currently attacked.
I'll be fine.
Can I? If I turn my lantern off, will I have advantage on this?
No. This giant in particular is adapted to the underground areas. Yes, I know that's bullshit. I just didn't think that he didn't have dark vision when I made this encounter.
Fair enough. In that case, no, we're good. I think I'm good. We're just gonna shoot him
All right, shoot him.
with. We're gonna aim for a precision shot with my sharpshooter feet. Oh, fuck's sake!
Would you like to use an action point?
What do we think, guys?
It's a lot of damage you could do with the sharpshooter.
So the fact that,
Also, Aldrin is dying.
yeah. Also,
Yeah.
Aldrin is drowning, and I don't really trust. No offense to Toussaint, but he's not the kind who will be able to go in and immediately save him. So
Yeah.
sure, we'll action point.
Or would
You've-
want to.
You fire at him and would have missed, but you ricochet off of Tranquility's side, and it slams into his back.
Ping! Ow.
29 damage.
I didn't kill him. God damn it.
He's a
All
giant.
threes.
He does look pretty bad though. He's that like blew a hole in his shoulder. He's like bleeding
Hey, look, I got
everywhere.
a foothold.
Toussaint,
I mean, if he can do it, I can do it, right?
You've got a gun. You just shoot him.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'll probably move down here so that I don't, hit Tranquility.
he's up on the thing's shoulders. There's no chance of
Yeah.
that. That's a hit. Pull out your
And then I'll
gun.
And then I'll be happy that Tranquility is there.
Yeah, you get sneak attack as he is reaching for Tranquility, leaving his chest open.
Oops.
You fire,
I think
and
that was
what?
just my...
yeah,
Does
that's
this
Yeah, just my
Nice.
sneak attack. I think I screwed it up. I clicked the wrong thing.
okay. And you fire through his chest. He stops grabbing at Tranquility and starts grasping at his chest, and then falls backwards with a loud splash as he falls dead. But combat's
Hey,
not
guys,
over
I got-
because Aldrin is dying.
Hey guys, look, I got my own portable island.
Creep.
Okay, Creep is going to do the exact opposite of what he just did. Ah, damn, there's no way for him to get close enough. Alright,
Can you get close enough for a healing word?
well, considering I used it on myself.
Yeah.
Oh, it's one slot. God damn it.
Yeah.
Isn't it? There you go.
Matthew,
Damn.
don't roll a one.
So,
I wish for that.
shit, he,
I'm gonna re-roll a caster and just stay on the back. You guys can take the action points. God damn it!
What is Creep doing?
I guess Creep will try to wade closer, or will try to wade closer to get to him, but no, he'll,
Stare at my lifeless corpse.
he'll try to get closer. Fuck it.
Alright. If he dashes,
A new follower.
Yeah,
he can get like, let's see, that was 25, 45, 55,
So he's-
or 50. He can get up to here.
All right, so he'll do it, and he'll try to more or less start to help to do something, anything here.
All right, Aldrin. Let's see what it gets. Not good.
What I get?
You're 5.
Oh, doesn't.
It's with a +1. You have the cloak of protection gives you a +1. Grongo.
Oh, sweet, so I can never die.
I mean,
never immediately.
a nat 1 is still 2 failures.
Oh.
Does he? I hesitate to ask, but does he take a failure from being underwater?
No.
Cool, good.
He is drowning, but that just means that he stays at 0 until he gets air.
Right.
Ebonir.
All right, so Ebonir is gonna run forward, and then the water is double movement.
Yes.
So 10. He's gonna dash, so that's an additional 10.
Could Misty Step to him, probably.
It's not worth it. It's not worth it.
Yeah, I think Ebonir is too panicked. So, and that's probably as far
Start
as he can get.
splashing through Tranquility. You are on the giant's body.
So as he's standing there, he'll kind of just like shimmy over to where he sees Aldrin.
He is on the
and-
bottom right now.
Oh, he's underneath this thing.
He's at the bottom of the water. He's 10 feet down.
All right. So then I'll just kind of hop off, sink down using my heavy metal frame, and try to stabilize him at least and bring him up.
Heavy metal frame is my metallic cover band.
I was gonna go for Crazy Train parody song.
Yeah.
I like the Metallica one more.
All right,
can
so
we do that?
you have to use your action to grab him and bring him to the surface.
All right, so I'll bring him to the surface then. Just
Okay. So he's now at the surface. Annika, can you save the day?
I will know.
Okay.
Yeah, well, I mean, everyone else is going there. Annika's not going to be able to get there in time, so she's just going to head over this way to, like, keep an eye on the rear and also cure wounds on herself.
Speaking of keeping an eye on the rear, Toussaint.
Hey.
Oh.
Yeah, way to beat me to my own joke, Rick. I think, yeah, everyone's kind of got that taken care of. Toussaint's gonna, like, step up onto the edge of the ship
God damn it.
and call down. Get him out of the water. He will
Hurry.
need mouth to mouth. Not it.
Creep.
all right. So Creep's right there. As soon as Tranquility pulls him up, Creep will just kind of go, "Don't worry, guys, I got this," and he'll just give me his. Thank you. Okay, and he'll just. I'm having such a hard time with casters, and now people are blowing up Discord. I can't do shit. All right, spread the dying on him.
All right, he's stable. Congratulations.
We didn't quite die.
Do I get healing? Do I get healing?
I don't know.
We'll deal with you in a second. Let's get the fucking shore.
Can we
Yeah.
take a break?
Yes. We'll figure out what happens to Aldrin after we take a short break. I
hope
can
I
go to
die.
dinner, get something
I
to
might have-
drink.
I'm gonna have
Oh,
to
it wasn't
do this.
so bad. I just used 2 complication points to deal like 30, 40 damage to
2?
you.
Oh.
Yeah, I used 2 in a row on his
By the way,
multi-attack.
keeping an eye on the rear is my Sir Mix-a-Lot cover band.
Oh.
Why are we so like this? All right, I gotta run to the store if anything else. So I'll be right back.
All right.
Okay. End of vision.
Is it going to happen? Maybe not this session at the rate we're going, but we'll see. It is. If it's not this week, it'll definitely be next week, Doifim. I'm gonna go to drink though.
God damn it. I'm going to get stuff as well.
Go back.
back. Someone's got a mic on doing something. Hello? Alright, let's see who's got their mic on. Oh, Rick. I'm
Back.
betting it's Rick. Rick's mic is on. It's making weird sounds.
My. This Tower Dreams ambient session sounds.
I guess
Like it. Put it on the next day.
So what did you guys think of that encounter?
Fuck.
good. Those complication points are annoying.
Complication points suck.
The action points let you guys succeed so much.
No,
I
it
know.
doesn't. When do we succeed, Rick? When do
When
we
you
succeed?
when you use the action points.
No, you know what? We lose in the end. We always lose in the end. It's like gambling.
So I saw this map. I was looking for like, oh, I got to make some stuff, and then I saw this map and was like, I'm never gonna be able to use this map. But
And
wait,
then you can use that map.
yeah. But basically, they're like the ship, the cove caved in,
Yeah.
and then the kobolds built like rope scaffolding, and their warren is actually above the place.
Ooh.
With this as
You
like
know
their
what
guard
else?
post.
Do you know what else caved in?
Your head?
Aldrin's chest because of bloody complication points. Fuck.
What was Gorgon? He was just a giant?
Yeah. Grongo is a hill giant. He was wandering through the tunnels, and the kobolds are like, "Hey, we'll feed you rats."
Eh.
Well, 2 people almost died this. Tranquility got dropped, and Aldrin got dropped. So I say that's a successful encounter.
Yeah.
Let's see what
I
kind
was
of
not trying to
experience you
blow.
get.
I was not trying to blow all my spell slots in that encounter.
Shh.
I can tell you what experience Aldrin gets. He gets PTSD.
Survey says
Nice.
2,550 divided between the lot of you.
Oh, that's pretty good. That's what.
That doesn't seem like much for.
Most of them were really low tier. Like
Yeah, I mean,
there were a bunch of normal kobolds. The giant was the only singular threatening one.
no, the sorcerer was kind of annoying.
Yes,
It's because of the darkness.
Yeah.
How did they get PTSD from a roper? Okay, so back in Roll20, when we were playing Wildlands of Duran, they were going after
God.
this through this Hydra cave, trying to track this Hydra that's been causing trouble for a port town. So this is the first time that it was like, oh hey, maybe I'm gonna try out dynamic lighting for a month, and so we've got this dynamic lighting, this whole cave set up. And after they fight some Sahugans, they go in farther, and they hear some voices. And when they come in, suddenly the first person in the room is like dragged forward toward this tentacle-covered stalagmite, and
What?
then out of the shadows from these other nearby caves come 2 gibbering mouthers. This encounter takes like an hour.
Yeah.
And so basically the roper was almost impossible to hit. The gibbering mouthers were causing control and people to lose their turns and blinding people. And the dynamic lighting made it such like a terrifying encounter with the art of the roper and the gibbering mouther that these guys how do you guys feel about ropers?
Fuck ropers. They stole John W. Bear from me.
There was also another encounter
That's right.
where the wizard went off with his big werebear zombie buddy and ran into some ropers, and the ropers killed John W. Bear.
Rest
We were
zombie
so
bear.
close to making it out of there. We were near the exit.
There was also
It's
earlier
almost
in
as though you
this.
ran through all the side room encounters.
There was also this other, earlier there was a roper that almost killed Creep and almost killed Toussaint, and
Took a pretty good bite out of me as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's because we accidentally turned one encounter into two.
Yeah.
That
Mhm.
was rough.
Yeah, we were like, we saw that cave, and we're like, I don't trust that cave. Let's go this way. Oh, look, an entrance to the cave.
Oh.
Well, we're in the middle of darkness, which I can't wait to have a conversation about with Tranquility about. But yeah, we were in the middle of that darkness, and we were trying to get out, and like Creep just backed out into it.
What'd I do?
Oh god, really? Oh no.
Oh, okay. Got some ahead of you, but yeah, I
What?
can do this.
He's talk typing.
Talk typing.
Sorry.
DoFM, you're evil. You're really, really evil. Stop that.
That's really evil. Are you talking about
Okay.
adding them to your plot point thing?
I think he just wants to have that point for, the like add a or remove a creature from encounter.
Well, I've already got the encounters somewhat planned.
Back.
Yeah.
Alright. So are we all gonna like take a short rest here? Because I think we could all use a short rest here.
Well, we have to revive Aldrin first. Help me search his pack.
Is
He has
everyone
bandages in
back?
it somewhere. Oh,
Mr.
sorry.
Bitters, are you back?
I am.
Matthew, Trister,
I am now back with tea. And doesn't
Trister
Tranquility
just
have
talked.
I'm eating.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's fine.
I got a healing potion, so it's fine.
Aldrin can Ebonier search through Aldrin's pack for these bandages?
You find a healer's kit, but they are not magical.
This is where did he said he packed the bandages? I can't find them.
Just give him a healing potion, as I'll pop one open and try to adjust him so that way I can just coax the liquid down his throat. Oh god, that's not disturbing at all. Jesus.
All right. So you're rolling a healing potion for him.
Yeah, it's a 2D. Yeah.
Yeah, I got it.
Alright.
Let's see. Where is
Rise
Aldrin?
and shine, Mr. Freeman.
Rise and shine. So yeah, Aldrin starts spluttering up blood and water,
And healing potion. It's also red.
It's all
and healing potion. It's all mixed together, and he just spends a while recovering. And he stands up. His kind of form just kind of ragged as fuck, and he looks at Tranquility, looks at Creep, grabs them both by the shoulder, and
Oh.
his face is a look of scorn and fury.
Aldrin, be careful.
What did I do?
And he
What
looks
did
at
Creep do?
Tranquility in the eyes and looks at Creep and says, "So next time you put yourself in reckless danger where I have to risk my life to save you one more time, I will let you die. Stay with everyone else and avoid trouble."
At this point, I'll just move your hand from me. Like, fine then.
Well, okay. Aldrin, here's your pack. Are you sure you packed your bandages? I was searching for them and I couldn't find them at all.
Yes, I
He
packed
hands
some
you your
here.
pack back. Really? Well, okay. I didn't see them in there, but
Look, I'll show you. And he takes out his healer's kit bandages.
yes, but those aren't the magic bandages you were using, were they? They don't look at all. They don't operate. I tried to apply them. They didn't do anything.
It's not them themselves that are magical. It is a technique you use. I'll teach you the technique when I teach you that how to technique, I promised.
Ah, okay. Very well. Perhaps we should rest. I'm gonna go have a look at these bodies, see if there's anything useful in them.
Yes. Arrest.
That sounds most prudent.
Can we do a short rest, Rick?
Yeah, you said you were going to check out the bodies.
I am gonna check out the bodies while we're doing this short rest.
Okay.
Because I don't need any hit die.
You don't need
Isn't
you don't
that
need anything
lovely?
at all.
Nope.
Sit back and
Search some bodies.
okay.
And also the ship. See if there's anything else.
All right. So go ahead and swim over to the ship.
Ep.
So are you gonna climb up the side of it?
No, because that's gonna fail. He's gonna come over this way and try and go up the stairs.
All right. So as you pass through here, your foot snags on something. Make a deck save.
Oh dear.
You hit something and you hear a snap and then a creak, and from under the water, like a array of spears fly out. That's a failure, and impale you for 19 damage.
Ah!
Seems someone needs something from a long rest or a short rest.
Where is?
Yeah.
But yeah. Ugh! Wait, that's massive damage. I haven't been doing massive damage. That's a shame. I love massive damage. Massive damage rules. I thought I.
You fall to 0 HP and start to drown.
No.
I won't bother with it because I can't find it right now. But yeah, you
Okay.
get impaled by a trap here.
Ow! Mother of... I guess I have to spend the rest of the short rest resting.
Okay.
Well, I mean, can I finish searching, carefully looking for traps before?
Yeah,
And then short
roll a perception check.
I'm not good at these.
When all goes to shit.
You don't see anything as you go along, and nothing happens to you as you search the bodies. You have to climb over the scaffolding, which is easy enough. They don't have anything valuable on their bodies. The one kobold had a big shield, which was just like a big. It was probably a big cooking pot at some point. That was just hammered into shape. You do notice that there is a side cave over here.
Is that not the exit?
No.
Which...
There is. You see that there is another ledge over here, and then there's also a side cave that goes into darkness.
Alright, I'm gonna rejoin the rest of the party and rest, and then while we're resting, I'm going to suggest that maybe we should explore the side cave for a moment, see if there's anything useful.
So while you guys are resting, you're not interrupted, but you do hear yipping and sound. Does anyone speak Draconic?
I don't think so.
The answer is no. I checked. So let's see here. Remove that.
Use hit die.
I can delete that. Well, one sec. I'm gonna see. Rest. Short rest.
Yeah,
Yes.
short rest.
You can now spend hit dice. Remember to spend them individually and not all at once, because that doesn't work.
You saying I just can't keep rolling 5 die 8 every time?
Correct. Oh, so many hit dice being spent.
I'll be fine with that.
You probably want to spend creeps.
Yeah,
He took a pretty big hit.
that one hit fucked him up so
A
bad.
singular hit. Imagine taking 2 of those hits.
Imagine.
I'm still trying to imagine. I'm still trying to figure out what Creep did wrong. You merely came to the edge and just couldn't run away in time. That was kind of the same.
He could have ran away. He could have ran away.
No, he couldn't run away in time. Oh, I guess you're right. Me, on the other hand, I could not run away.
I mean, you could not get in that situation. Is Aldrin's point anyway?
Yeah.
So there is a side cave there, which might lead somewhere, but...
Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot to finish. You hear yipping coming from up above that sort of echoes in the cave. And at some point, like, a torch that is lit is thrown down from above and then douses in the water. So there's kobolds above you. But
How
not
long
in
have
this
I been
cave.
muted?
I don't know. A while.
Well, I said something and no one laughed and I just thought it wasn't that funny.
It's in the... Can we see up there?
Yeah, I want to turn my lantern up on it and, like, have a look. Mostly because some rocks fell on me before.
So yeah, you see all of the various nets and traps that are sort of they're basically like connected to the ceiling where there's even more scaffolding or at least ropes so that people can or kobolds can move across. Not to say that kobolds can't be people, just these ones really aren't.
The
You
one
also
race
see-
that's not racist, Ian's.
Oh, kobolds and Eberron are vermin. Like they're like goblins in Forgotten Realms. Like they're
Wow.
hey, it's I didn't make the setting. I don't make the
Sure.
rules.
Okay, Rick. Yeah.
I didn't make the
I
rules.
was just following orders. Okay, yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Rick.
exactly.
Whatever you say.
Don't hate the player, hate the game.
But above the ship, about in the ceiling of the cave, is a round hole about 15 feet wide, where there's scaffolding all around it, and you see movement in the shadows above there.
Okay.
How
Where
high
at?
is it?
50 feet. Probably about 60 feet up to get to the very top of the hole.
Well, what do you suggest we do here?
Why don't we just burn the scaffolding down and scare them out?
Why would we need to burn the scaffolding? We can just pass through simply. No need to cause any more havoc.
You did kill a bunch of them.
Yeah.
Never
killing
know what
them
they
would
could be.
awful.
You never
I
know
don't
what they
know.
could be planning.
They could also have, well, treasure. I hate to sound greedy, but we are in a pinch for getting money.
Look, once we have this 10,000 from the flaming swords, then we will not need any money or any petty chains some kobolds have. Why would...
You're assuming that we're actually going to get 10,000 from these swords. I would not put all of our eggs in one basket, so to speak.
Why are we down here if we do not come into the assumptions that we will be paid for this work?
Perhaps we should just go investigate the other shelf before we make any assumptions.
I agree. Let's go. What was that side cave you talked about?
Oh, it's right over there, and I point to the side cave. I heard more. Well, it's dark, so we're gonna have to be careful. But I did hear more yipping, and it's possible that that cave leads up to the rafters somehow. Who knows?
Well, give a look, and then if it does, then we can easily go back.
I would suggest that someone other than me gives it a look. I'm not exactly. I am a librarian, but I'm not the sneakiest of them.
Let
I'll
me.
try.
I look. I have had training recently. I will do
I
it.
give tranquility the dirtiest of them.
I look back at you and just say really quick, you do not have faith in me anymore?
I do not, and I'll do some stealth.
I'm also going to stealth, goddammit.
You
Alright.
guys cannot stealth through the water.
Oh, okay.
You
Oh,
guys,
well,
your
Silent
guys is
swimming.
your guys is well. I guess Tranquility
You can go
probably
under the water,
could
right?
if he just like waded
that's what I
through
was
the
gonna-
water at the bottom.
yeah,
'cause
that's
he
what I was
doesn't
going
have
to
to
do.
breathe.
I was just going to sink and just walk under the water. Just fucking
But
stealth.
Aldrin-
Light Serenade starts playing.
Yeah, Aldrin, you swimming through there, like even underwater, is not at all subtle.
Awful, awful. I stubbornly go through anyway.
Make a dex save.
Oh, buddy.
As you move through here, your foot catches on something. Kathwunk. Actually, do I have a sound effect for this? There we go.
Oh,
That's cool.
That's
So you succeed, taking only half damage.
Good, because that was a lot of dice.
Take 9 damage as it swings across and impales your legs. Seems that there was one on either side. It had a tripwire. Grongo.
How did the giant not?
He knew about it.
provoke this?
He could just step over it.
Dirty giants.
Yeah,
in
he's
there.
pretty. He was pretty filthy. This water is also pretty filthy.
Yeah,
I'm glad you have.
blood
Glad you
and-
have magic. You have magic healing.
Yeah,
It's
infection
also-
would suck.
I need to
It's
start
also-
putting con saves against super tetanus.
Whoops. All right, so this is where the side entrance is, yeah?
Yes.
All right. So as I'm going along here, I'm checking for any more like traps just to make sure I don't hit any since I've seen both Ebonir and Aldrin hit these goddamn things.
All right. Roll a perception check. Yeah,
What do
there's
my
you've seen no more traps at eye level. Putting traps underwater is pretty difficult, honestly.
I imagine.
So the first thing, Aldrin, you notice is a big sign like nailed to the wall. That in it, do you what languages do you speak? Let me take a look.
I
Common
don't
do you
speak
spell-
Kobold.
No, it's not in Kobold.
Is it
let's see.
giant?
It is giant. It says Grongo in giant.
It's the home of the giant we killed.
Great. Is this
I'll just
upwards?
it not really. But at the back you find like a bed of really disgusting molded hay, a small place where there's some firewood. Heaven knows where he got it for cooking, and also a a box filled with gold.
Great.
Yo.
And on the
I'll,
side it says Grongos.
Broncos. Just gonna load it up into my pack and then go give it to.
It is more gold than you can carry.
I beckon over tranquility.
So in this box is gold of all denominations except for Electrum. Fuck Electrum. That like hundreds of gold coins, thousands of silver coins. You see a bunch of gems among them too that look like they're worth a pretty penny each. You also see 2 large flasks. One is filled with a red potion containing a tiny bead that expands and then contracts and expands again and again. And the other one is a transparent liquid which has a sliver of something floating in it. Looks like a hair, like a single hair at the center. And these are giant flasks. These are like they're like glass flasks that are the size of like a big vase.
That's awesome. Yeah, so can between tranquility and I, can we take it and carry it to the others?
No. It weighs
It's a
quite
giant chest.
It's a giant. Well, it's more like a box.
Wow.
Let's go get the others then and say, hey guys. Well, Eldon will say, there is some treasure, and gives a kind of look at Ebenir. That may be of interest.
Ebenir starts swimming his way over.
I think you'll need your bag, Anika. There's quite a lot of stuff.
Here's the real question: are bags of holding watertight? Because that would be hilarious.
Yes.
Yeah.
They should be
Yeah.
watertight.
Yes, they're watertight. All right. So we'll assume that Ebenir throws this in the sack, and then you all get back over.
Yeah.
Going to add it to the party inventory.
So did I just drag it in?
Drag what in?
No. Oh, the gold.
Into the party inventory. Bam.
Okay.
There's also a strange bag, a heavy bag, and looking inside it, there's a strange-looking dried beans within it.
Of course. Oh shit!
Yeah.
Dried beans?
Yeah, dried
That's
beans.
a whole bag of beans.
What is that?
It's a bag with some dried beans in it. Looks like there's about 10 or 11 in there. They're pretty big beans. They're like the size of your thumb, like all the way to the joint.
Beans. Ugh, it's probably useless.
No, you never know what can be useful. Come on, let's take it. And Ebenir will take the beans. Let me pull. Where's my party sheet? There's my thing. Alright, I'm starting to drag things into my inventory, into the bag of holding. Can you identify this?
You have to, do you want to identify them?
Well, first, I mean, can you actually identify? Because then you have some issue with images and identifying them.
Yeah, I can't identify this image that I gave you. It's just the images I had a problem with.
Okay, so I'm gonna drag the 2 potions. I guess all these stones.
And that encounter must have taken a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of took a while. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh well. That's fine.
I've been dying. You know.
Did you have fun with it? Because
Yeah.
I enjoyed that encounter a lot.
I'm sure you did.
I'm sure he did.
I
Um,
mean, for
I-
once, I was okay.
so I'm gonna
For
take
once,
the.
I wasn't.
I'm gonna swim back over to. I'm putting all this stuff in my bag of holding, but I'm gonna take when I swim back over to Annika. I'm gonna pull out the potions and the bag of beans and let her look at them.
They're big ass potions and big ass bag of beans. Well, not that big. It's got a lot of beans in it though.
All right. Yeah, some beans.
Well, can you identify at least the potions, or
They're of no type of bean you've ever seen in your life, and you've seen a lot.
We don't know about
Refried,
these beans,
pinto.
though. Can have
Well-
baked beans, fried beans,
Black
steamed beans, green
beans.
beans.
perform? You can identify them. I assume this
Lima?
is something.
Lima beans.
At least check if it's magic.
Magic
Yeah,
beans.
can have a look.
Monsieur Reston, you have been reading too many stories.
I mean, is this our payment? Because I've heard they're worth a lot.
I would not put this past him.
I won't put anything past him.
Well,
All right, so
Yeah, I'll give it a look.
I'm gonna take the 30 minutes. You can identify all three with your identify.
Yes.
Or I
let's do
guess
that.
you could skip the identification and give the potions a sip.
Right.
Let's identify them.
let's
Okay.
identify.
All right, so let me see.
I mean,
Hell,
Alden
oh,
volunteers
bag.
to sip one of the potions.
Bag of holding.
Yes.
Like next,
reckless.
I'm looking at these beans.
Yes, reckless decisions.
All right, so one of the potions is the one with the contracting, expanding beard. Is a potion of diminution. It is 2/3 full, and it looks like there's about 2 doses left of it.
Yo.
I'm not sure if you can. Can you all click that and open it?
Yep.
Okay. The other one is a potion of fire giant strength, full, with 3 doses.
Yo.
Whoa.
Yo.
Okay. This is incredibly valuable / useful.
I think this is all. I mean,
Where's the last one?
worth more in gold, isn't it? If we can somehow sell it.
Well, yes, but if we get into a scrap, it might be useful to give this to. I don't know who.
Cloth bag.
Well, actually, none of you actually rely on strength, do you?
I can if I need to.
Eddie, well, so can Toussaint and Aldrin.
Right,
Alden, yeah.
but the thing I know about these is that I can use my unarmed strikes with strength if I need to.
Well,
I
I'm
don't
talking
know
about like in combat. So can Aldrin and Toussaint.
I use strength better than I use intelligence.
Yeah.
Use intelligence.
So-
that well.
It's too bad you don't have either.
Against my better judgment, with the rolling of loot, this is a bag of beans with 11 beans in it.
11 beans.
Annika,
Right,
you know that these beans, you do not want to eat them, but they can be buried in the ground to produce incredible, potentially dangerous, but potentially wondrous magical effects. You probably don't want to plant them down here.
So everyone except Toussaint, how are you with gambling?
I do not like the way you say that.
Let's
Because these are some shit'll happen.
Oh. Is that the bag of beans I think it is? Do I know what a bag of beans is?
No. Unless Annika explains it.
Yeah, I'm gonna explain it. So you can plant these. I mean, you can tip the whole thing out and it'll just fucking explode, but don't do that because that's ridiculous. But yeah, if you plant one, something will happen. I mean, could be good, could be death for everyone. So I don't know if we want to be doing that, but
Close the other one.
What?
I'm
He's-
afraid I don't want to pull anything that you have.
Ugh.
Well, regardless, it is an item. Perhaps we can sell it or something. but it will
Yeah,
help.
fob it off on someone else to mess shit up.
Yeah. Oh dear God! Out of character. I'm looking at this. This thing sucks, or is amazing.
Yeah.
It's a miniature deck of many things.
Yeah.
Uh,
I think the biggest one is the eggs, where you can increase your lowest ability score.
Mm.
And
That's
you guys, like, okay, for reference, a bag of beans has 3d4, you got 11. I rolled it, it came out 11.
we should force it
That's-
down the throat of like an a monster.
No, you have to plant it.
Yeah, you gotta plan it.
Well, then what we do is we strap the man down to the ground, bury it underneath him, and watch what happens.
remember when Tranquility was like nice?
Those were good
Yeah.
The,
I
the
just
difference,
wanna out
the,
with
the difference is Dimmy never was, so...
Yeah.
fair.
Yeah.
no context, no nothing. I just want to read this part of a sentence. Inside is a sarcophagus containing a mummy lord.
Yes.
Yeah.
It also contains a shitload of treasure. Like,
shall we
like a mummy lord's hoard is within.
Yo,
Wait, if we just kill it. Easy peasy. Right?
we cannot kill a mummy lord. We struggle with a giant. A mummy lord would kick our ass.
Alright, so what are you guys doing?
I'm just gonna hold on to this bag.
Oh, you're gonna
Yeah.
take the bag? Sure. Okay, because it's. Let me put it back in the party inventory.
Yeah.
I mean, you can have it. I just assume since Annika was identifying it, she's not.
Oh, that's
She
fine.
knows what this shit is and knows that it's a bad idea.
There
Okay.
you go. Take it from the party inventory.
So I look at them like, should we at least go check out the rest of this area? Like at all?
Well, I imagine the rest of this area is whatever the rest of those kobolds are up
The
there.
map
or we
did
can-
say that he swam through uncontested, there was nobody here.
Yes, so this is obviously a complete lie.
I don't know, maybe there was no one there when he was here. That was 2 weeks
Right.
ago.
He did speak of the boat, so I assume that it is on the correct in the area out here. This ledge over here.
Well, there's a ledge. Yeah, a ledge in that direction. So if we head over there, I think that's probably the way through.
Okay.
I don't know if we want to deal with more kobolds.
So,
Before we set off quickly, last
What's that?
thing, tranquility.
Tranquility. Annika,
Do that.
speaking to you.
I'm right here. What?
He just like reverses. He bends his T-pose and goes backwards.
Yeah.
Just give us a minute, guys. I'm just
Get out of here, Fang. I don't
noticing
care about
you're
you.
taking a bit of flack. Didn't know if you wanted a bit of topping up. I can pop a thing on
I'm
you that.
fine.
No, not now. In future.
Hmm. All right, so I'll offer, or I'll accept whatever she got.
Okay.
I got like a buff or something. Okay.
I can throw a healing effect on you that you can activate when you want.
Are you telling me that you're going to use your class feature finally?
No, right?
Oh my goodness.
It's almost like I've only got one spell that'll benefit from it, and everyone has healing potions.
I mean, disguise self is also a valid.
I suppose, yeah, but like whenever we need to use that, I can cast it manually. It's not
Yeah.
concentration, is it?
Oh, disguise self usually only affects the person who casts it.
Oh yeah, it's self.
Yeah, so disguise self, you could allow
Yeah.
the real power, the one power of Artificer, is that you can put self spells on other people, like Blur
Yeah.
and Blink.
That I'll get at like 8th level.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm going to, I'll totally take that. Thank you. That's fucking amazing.
Here's this
And,
rock. Here's this rock. If you use it, it'll heal you.
No, I'm gonna throw it on his like sash that he's got.
Yeah, I was
Okay.
totally looking at that.
Yeah, so you've got to cure wounds in that sash.
Yeah,
That is amazing.
it's pretty good. All right, we're gonna
Beans and magic rocks. Jeez Louise.
So you guys exit the cave and continue onward. It's kind of late, but I kind of want to get to the next one so we don't just end on a kind of
Yeah,
placid
okay.
thing there.
I'm going to go get my burger though, but yeah, that sounds good.
Well, what do you mean? We're still playing. It's not break time.
Well, unfortunately, food wasn't ready at break time.
Well, I guess you're gonna have to wait another like 15 minutes.
Fuck.
So, the tunnels wind for another 30 minutes of walking and climbing before hitting an absolutely ancient set of stone ruins. All of the stonework here is crumbling, save for a stone basin. I guess I'll share this. Probably. Should probably put people on the map. That would probably also be helpful. Whoop, 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 and whoop.
Oh no, Fancy Grants is frozen.
No, it's
It's
fine. It'll recover.
Would it really?
So yeah, these ruins are absolutely ancient. All of the stonework here is crumbling, save for a stone basin over yonder that glows a soft red. Above it hover two flaming swords, crossed over each other, each about 6 feet long.
Can I go back slightly? At the point where the regular cave transitions into the ruins, can I hang back for a bit and set a thing up?
Okay, what are you setting up?
So,
Can
much
I?
in the style of those kobolds, I want to fix a net to the ceiling with sort of loose. I've got some metal spikes. If I loosely attach those so that they can be easily pulled off, with the rest of the metal spikes in a pot, and sort of just spend a bit of time calibrating it so that it'll just about hold it up, and attach the string to it, and then make like a tripwire, so as anyone coming behind us would hopefully trip it, knock everything down, and just make a noise.
Okay. Yeah, it takes you about a minute to set that up, but it's not hard.
Yeah.
Alright.
So I'm gonna hang back and then catch up to the rest of them as they presumably come into this room and do an Indiana Jones.
So yes, actually I'll where's that encounter? There it is.
Can I do a history check on these ruins?
Now look at those flaming swords.
That's pretty sweet.
That is awesome.
You're not sure who made these ruins. Definitely not the Thrycreen. That's the only thing you can rule out.
Are there murals here, did you say?
Yeah, mural is on the back wall back there, behind the basin and the swords.
Ooh.
There's a mural.
If I move closer to the mural, do the swords look like they're...
They're
I
standing
stop you.
still.
I grab you. Whoa. I grab you before you go forward. Like, wait.
I'm trying to look at the mural. Can I see it from here, or...?
It you can't make it out due to the low light of the room.
Alright,
like it's all in black and white and kind of the edge of your vision.
Creep, would you do me a favor? Would you cast light on that mural?
I am creep. Yes.
Aldrin, this is like a 10-foot drop.
Oh, 10 foot. I thought it was like a cheeky ledge.
No, the staircase goes up and then, well, it is a ledge, but it's
a bigger ledge.
Yeah. I guess it's more like 5 feet. It's high enough that people would have to look up to really talk to people.
So I was rolling the perception check that I was trying to say it earlier, but is there anyone else here?
No, there is. You guys are alone.
So when Creep casts light on the mural, does it make it more visible?
Light has a range of touch.
Oh, well, never mind.
He grabs a rock and throws it in there. Goes back into the cave, grabs a rock, throws it in there.
As the rock is thrown, something bats it away. And then the entire chamber shakes. Tia ti confinicis were sealed they were scar. Usve es heim sie skriod.
What
Southern
language is that?
But
Not a language any of you speak.
Ah, shit.
Toussaint.
Don't look at me.
Have we heard anything similar to that before? Like any sort of language or
Roll an
Right,
intelligence. Roll an intelligence check.
Oh, hey, that skill you don't have.
Can I assist him?
ha!
No.
No. Never mind.
You could roll one yourself, but then no one else can. I put like a hard 2-person limit on checks with this sword.
I was just okay. I will do an intelligence check.
Okay.
Uh,
Nice 0 though. That's nice.
Thanks, I'm glad you like it.
It sounds a bit familiar, but you can't place it.
I don't know where I've heard it before.
In your nightmares, maybe?
No, I recognize the language in my nightmare.
Oh, yes. Oh, it must be my nightmare then.
Where's the mural at? Like right here or something, or right here?
It covers the entire northern wall.
If you don't mind, I'm going to get a better look at this place, I think. Like he'll kind of hop down from the ledge, like he'll kind of go on his bum and then kind of dangle off the ledge and then jump down. If that's okay?
What are you doing? Why are you spending key
Oh.
points?
Reasons.
Reasons? Something like that. Oh. Cast darkness on yourself? Or
Yes, on myself.
okay.
What?
So,
Oh,
so
what?
a huge orb of darkness absorbs tranquility in the area around him.
I'm going to move up and try to grab these swords.
Oh.
Fuck's sake, tranquility.
Yeah, animate.
As you move toward it, the darkness is dispelled,
Shit. That's what I was worried about.
and
Just like literally 1 foot is up as I'm like trying to slip through, and oh shit.
as you approach it, a figure materializes. It is a shadowy figure with what looks like the head of a dragon, and a torso, a set of wings, and a torso. Its bottom half just sort of trails off, giving the appearance that it was torn in half at the waist. It grabs the swords and turns towards you, wielding it in both hands,
I didn't fuck up. I don't
and
know
speaks
what the
again
fuck.
in this strange language. And we will run this encounter next week.
Yay!
God damn it, tranquility.
Look, I was really hoping that the darkness would allow me to cover up my trail and grab it, but
Not against some eldritch shit.
I love
man.
how not even a couple of encounters later, the next encounter after being told next time you go off on your own, you're on your own. You go off on your own.
Yeah.
well,
Oh, man.
look, I have a 8 intelligence. I'm just doing what I think is right.
I think your memory is
Oh.
bad. You've got high wisdom.
Yeah, wisdom is what matters when it comes to that.
Yeah, but you know what? He'd really show us all if he just took care of this himself. I mean,
I mean, he would.
I believe in him.
We all stand back and like, well,
Yeah, you knew the rules.
Well, that was a fun session. That was a good RP. That was that combat took a little longer than I expected, but it was a big fight with a lot of combatants. So
Okay, I'm super hungry. I'm going to be like
yeah.
going to go
yeah,
get food.
I'm also gonna have to like run off real quick.
Yes.
because,
So on the stream here, thanks for those who stopped in for the stream. I love you.
We love
Thanks
you.
for those who watched the VOD. I love you slightly less. Please watch us live. If you want to see more streams here, we stream Towers of Dreams every Wednesday at 6 Eastern or 4 Mountain Time. If you want to support the stream, you can do so via Streamlabs, or you can head over to patreon.com/thekittenhugs, help support me directly every month, and if you pay $5 a month, you get a little D&D 5e homebrew requests that we can work out on the Discord. So yeah, I love you, and I hope that you're doing your best today. Have a good one.
Have
Bye,
a good day,
stream.
everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye, stream.